0, and then I lost in penalties again against Mark, and then I was 1-1. I thought, okay, maybe I will get an easier opponent then, and then I saw directly I got unders. I lost in penalties, and then I got unders. So I was like really down, and yeah, of course it was not nice to play, but we just say, okay, we have to play. We both play without coach, so Feminate is not coaching me then because she's also for Red Bull Leipzig, and so we just say, okay, we both play without coach, and we just don't celebrate or something, don't make any toxic things, and at the end I won with a corner goal in the 90th minute, but yeah, we're both going through, so it doesn't matter.
We were talking on the couch earlier about you, saying that the global FC fan maybe doesn't respect you as much as they should. Maybe sometimes you get overlooked by Anders and what he's doing because you are teammates. Do you ever feel disrespected by people for how much you've achieved and how much you've done?
No, I don't know. Like, I think like everyone know that I'm really good, and if they think I'm not good, then I don't care. Like, I just want to play. I just want to win. And if people think I'm not that good or something like this, they just can think about it. But yeah, I don't care.
Doesn't affect you?
No. I just want to play. I want just to make my money, and after that I'm happy and I can go.
Someone asked in the chat, what's your favorite color?
Color, bro, that's random. I don't know, like blue maybe, and when I was 4, I said all the time blue.
I've got a question for you. It's an Ultimate Team knowledge question.
Here we go.
There's 7 German icons on FC24. You're from Germany.
Yeah.
Can you name them all?
No, I can try. Schweinsteiger.
Yeah.
Philipp Lahm. Klose. Matthäus. Prinz.
2 more. As you said, the player that can play in centre mid as well is. You're out.
Did I say Lahm?
There you go.
There's 6.
One more.
Who is it?
Is
Striker.
it a girl? Or
Striker.
Girl or boy?
Boy.
Völler has a hero. Klose.
New icon.
New? Gomez? No, I don't know.
Good, Muller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's shit. So.
Oh, God.
Apologies for any language there. My last question, while we're speaking about players, in your opinion, since you've been in this esport, who in your eyes is the top player, like the GOAT?
The FIFA player GOAT.
Yes.
On FC, yeah.
In EFC or in
Of
general?
all esports of FC, all the years.
It's hard.
And look, don't worry, you're not going to get. It's just tell us.
No one's watching. No one's.
I say Dossary.
Okay.
Why?
I think the most important thing is World Cup, and he won it. And after that, he was runner-up, so I would just go with him. But of course, I could also understand if you take Tex or Nicolas.
Nice. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We might see you soon. Hopefully.
Hopefully happy.
We'll come. You can come back anytime.
No, if I lose, I just go to hotel then directly.
See you later, Robert.
All right.
Thank you, mate. Bye-bye.
Take care, bro.
Apologies for any unsavoury language there from Amit. We will do our best to brief the guests next time they join us on the couch here at the Virtual Bundesliga. A lot of people saying about is Halle getting an upgrade. That happened yesterday. He did win the game.
I also think about Ballack. He said Lamb twice, apparently.
Oh, did he?
Did he?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
There's some results for you. Umut victorious in the end. A very emphatic 8-1 victory. As for Henning, he has gone through 4-0 with a great win. You've got Johnny versus Serhatinho. Johnny with a 6-1 victory. Lots of big results here, Ryan. And Roy Feldman with a 6-3 victory. So loads of goals being scored across the games.
Yep.
And great to see so many high-scoring games and high-scoring matches.
Huge, of course. The next round as well for Umut, playing against Rory Feldman. That is a huge game. Loser goes home. Winner qualifies for the E-Champions League later on in this calendar year. And of course, we have Anders coming up against Nicholas Rank. I know a lot of
Should
people
we
in
tease
the
the
chat.
games that's coming up?
I think we have to.
We can tease them. We'll jump back onto the laptop. Again, this is live from the Virtual Bundesliga website that any of you can access from home. These are our matches that are coming up. You can see the German stream just below us as well. We've got Lucas against another Dortmund player in Danino. We've got Nicholas Rank. We've got against Anders Vergang, of course. Levi Finn against Timox. That's a bit of a throwback.
Massive throwback.
And then we've got, obviously, Mark LDW. As you said, Ryan had a great Swiss stage so far against Furky Plays.
That's a big game.
We'll click over to our match in focus. I mean, 98% of you, right, said that Anders was going to win this game. But you're right to say, Richard, last year, Nicholas Rank, he got a top 4 in this tournament when, for being honest, no one expected that much from him. And he, as you said, he went and beat Dolomic and he went pretty far last year.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do because he will have a lot of pressure on him. He knows exactly what Anders is going to offer you. He knows he's going to be loud. He's going to be quite boisterous. If he starts winning, he's going to let you know about it. He seems quite level-headed, though, does Nicholas Rank. I think Anders wins, but I don't think it's as convincing, maybe as a scoreline as what we've seen previously with his teammate Umut, who was just on the couch.
Let's have a look at his team. Sorry, Ron, answer as you were.
No, just echoing on from what Richard's saying. I think Anders, obviously, you sort of, he has that fear factor, that aura coming into any competition, especially one that's obviously the Virtual Bundesliga. They know how good he is, how well he's performed this year and in previous years, but he sort of scraped through, Richard, and of course getting through on penalties as well.
This is the team of Anders Vergang, for those that are wondering. He might be one of the only players as well not to take Schweinsteiger. Team of the year.
Thoughts on that, Ryan?
Matthias, he's gone for in the middle there.
Yeah, I think obviously Matthias is a great option too. I just think the passing play styles, but we know Anders, he likes to just play players that work for him in his 4-4-2 or 4-3-2 on formation. Goretzka, of course, he's choosing Frimpong in the team. Openda.
No Harler.
No Harler. He doesn't particularly like the super tall players and the aerial plus play styles as well. I think he was one of the only players not to start Haaland at the FC Pro finals as well. I know we were doing the draft show for that, and that was a big talking point that all the teams had Team Leah Haaland in, and he had him on the bench. So I'm intrigued to see, does it affect him in the end? I mean, we talk about Haller as well. He's not on that team that we're playing against as well, and so I think it is a very much it's not Haaland, it's Haller. They might sound the same, but they're very different. Haaland is much more of a well-rounded player, and I think he's a lot more meta.
Yeah.
Haller will score your goals, and he will play well. However, he's not going to be that guaranteed pick that you simply have to have in the team. I've just been told that players will be walking soon, so we're not too long to wait.
You know what that means.
It's going to get very loud. It's going to get very loud all of a sudden. 4 games coming your way. I can't wait to see which way these matches go.
Absolutely. As we said, we've got some blockbuster games coming up. 4 more of them. Then we'll be into our final 8. This is what's to come up. As you said, you've got Mark LDW against Furky Plays, Lucas against Dino, Levi Finn against Timox. I mean, Timox still competing. I mean, he's been around the scene for some time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Dating back to 2017, 2016?
He might be one of the very first players that was signed by a football club, I believe. It was one of the few names that were back then.
Dave, by the way, was one of the first.
Yep.
He was. Oh, my days. Look who's arrived.
Hello, friend. Come on in. Come and get the headset.
Speaking of world champions, there's another one that's joined us.
Champions Corner. Mr. MoAuba.
MoAuba, how are you, my friend?
I'm fine. Was Umut here?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm the old man.
Welcome to the English broadcast.
Yeah, nice to be here. It was a long time. I think last year E-Champions League.
Yeah.
We had like a good time. Yeah.
How is life now for you, Mo? Because you're obviously not competing as you were.
Yes.
Do you miss it?
Yes, when I see like a tournament, like offline tournament, I miss it. But the way to the offline tournament, it's really nice. It's the qualifier,
It's tough. Yeah.
25 hours qualifier, that was tough for mental. But like when I see the players like have fun here with the guys and talk with during in-game and like this, yeah, I miss it. But it was not easy because it was not easy to qualify. There was no chance to qualify for anything.
We've been talking to the chat all day. I don't know if you see that from Donson. MoAuba's still mad because he got kicked out of Wicked Wednesday.
Yeah, I was so... like.
Just for a bit of context, we ran like an online cup, right? Just to have context. We invited Mo to play in the competition, and the rules were you're only allowed to use up to, what was it, 3 Team of the Years?
Yeah.
And Mo got a message from the admin saying, just to let you know, you've already got too many Team of the Years in your team. Don't bring them on.
I think it was the
on
birthday
bench.
players as well.
Was it the birthday players as well?
The birthday players was a problem.
So you play against Olilito. We get to about the 88th minute in the game, and Mo makes a triple change. And who comes on the pitch? Oh, the birthdays.
I was leading 3-1.
Olilito definitely knew that you were going to get disqualified. He wanted to see if we were going to beat you.
then he
DQ'd you.
then the admin gets the call up.
Would you have done that?
100%.
I did it on Olilito, like 3 years ago. It was the E-Champions League. He subbed in Ronaldinho at the 90 minutes, and I said to the admin, hey,
He got revenge.
That's
He
what
got
it was.
revenge.
He didn't forget.
But yeah, it was like a big. I won like 30,000. I was in the final after that, so it was big. When he got kicked out and didn't get any money, like he got disqualified. I was like, oh,
I didn't know that.
yeah, but
Well, here we go. Let's have a look to see who we've got coming out to the stage. This hype man, he's very loud, and we don't have any understanding what he's saying, but he's getting the players out in this jam-packed arena here in Cologne. What do the German players think of Anders coming in and playing? Do they mind it, or?
yeah, of course they. Oh, I think the people hear me.
Maybe hold that answer
Maybe
until
we wait a little.
Wait, so you get to choose the walkout song, surely? I'm hearing a lot of different... You must.
Turkey plays. And Mark LEW on the stage right there. Lucas Official and Benigno on their way. They must be able to choose the walkout
That's
song.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you both got to agree on the song. There's 2 of you coming out.
True. What would you pick, Ryan? You've got about 3 seconds before your music plays.
I actually don't know. I don't know. It's a difficult one.
Imagine walking out for champs in this when you're at home.
Wow, but talk to me about both of these players, Timox and Levy Finn. You see, Timox has been around the block from a very long time. Levy Finn's sort of like a relatively new-ish name. Who would you say the favorite is? I think it's obviously experience-wise, Timox, but I think Levy Finn recently has played a lot better.
Timox is like, he was like the best player in the world, like for many years until like 2019. And then he had a girlfriend.
And it
So,
just went...
yeah, we say it like, he had a girlfriend and he was really bad at the game.
Yeah.
And then he,
Okay.
yeah,
And now he's back.
yeah,
Now it's back to the top.
yeah. And then he's again good. So, yeah, but he's really good. He played a really good season also. So he's, for us, the favorite.
Okay.
Because he was one of the best players like in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in this only this tournament.
How hard is it as well for a player like Timox to still be at this level for so many years? Been playing for what, nearly coming up to a decade?
Like for me, it's hard because he was like 3 years not good. So your confidence is like at the bottom. So yeah, I have respect for him. So he come back. He's like the same age like me, and I feel old.
Does it give you a little bit of belief that you could get back up there and play?
Yes, I think I'm not that bad, but yeah, I need to practice a lot. So when I play now, so I beat Olito. Even I didn't play like for.
Don't think you did beat him.
Like he said the admin, yeah, you have to. I can say.
No.
Yeah,
you played well. But as you said, it's your first time you played the game properly for quite a few months.
Yeah, then Olito won the tournament.
He did, yeah. So what, at least you lost to the
So
winner.
my confidence go a little bit up, and I will compete in the Dallas tournament.
Okay.
So
You coming to Dallas?
Dallas? Yes, and to Sweden. Yeah.
You come back for DreamHack.
Yes, I play. of
MoAuba's
course.
back.
Is that
Yeah.
breaking news?
Yeah, I leaked some news now.
Did you ever? You didn't officially retire, though, did you? You never retired.
I never retired. I play a lot. I like to play. I like to compete. So Yeah, I will maybe retire when I lose like the first 2 games of this tournament.
When you get first rounded.
Then you have to let it go then.
Do you know when you won the World Championship in
Yes.
2019? Did you feel as though mentally you was a bit like, I've done it now, I've won, like that's a goal ticked off?
No, I put a lot of pressure from myself. So I think FIFA 20 was really bad game. Like it was a big difference to FIFA 19. It was like big change from offensive game to defensive game. But even in that year, I finished second in the E-Champions League. And then, yeah, I think the gameplay changed a little bit.
I think
this year I feel good again because of the crosses and attack play 4-3-2-1. I feel good. Like it's a little bit sad that I can't compete like in the big stages.
You got 2 tournaments coming up in the summer.
What?
You got 2 tournaments in the summer.
Yes. I hope I can perform for myself. It's big for me.
Just seen someone saying, "What is this meeting?" When the games are ready. If the games were ready, you wouldn't be sitting watching us. The game's just aren't ready to
We
play
can
yet.
preview the game that's coming up, though. Here's the stats of the game that's
You
coming
can
up.
say something else for a second instead of us.
The question I think, to add on to Richard's point, was I think every player dreams of becoming world champion, right?
Yes.
And when you become world champion, it's like, what's my motivation now? Because you've achieved the top.
Yeah, good question. Like, I would lie if I say it's the same like before, because I think the big difference is you are not nervous before a tournament. Like before, you was always nervous when you lose, when you don't perform a year, maybe you have no contract. But like 2-3 years after the World Cup, you're like safe. Every team wants you, so you don't need to perform. That's a big problem, I think. You have to be nervous and like you need the pressure to win. And maybe I'm not mentally so good like Umut maybe, who's like always like crying when he loses now, even he's world champion. Yeah, that's maybe a problem mentally, but I think the big difference was the gameplay, because it was horrible for me, FIFA 20.
Yeah, you struggled with such different styles.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Anders, just some on the screen then. I mean, Ryan, you're a big fan of Anders.
Yeah.
How big of it as well that he chose, I mean, obviously he's with RB Leipzig outside of this competition, but whatever league he decided to play in, it adds a different level to that league. He's just a phenom.
He's box office, I'll be honest. I love his celebrations. I don't know how you feel about it more. I know a lot of people are against him. The Twitch chat might not be favourites of Anders, but for me, I kind of like, obviously, we speak about how good he is in game, his pressing, his time finishing in front of goal, he's decisive, everything along those lines. But the celebrations for me is what I enjoy the most. I like people that they express their emotion, they're not afraid. And he can take loss as well. We saw in the FC Pro World Championship, when he lost, I expected a tantrum. He kept his own, held his own. So yeah, you can take it and give it out, because you can see the stats on screen. 5 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses.
Did you expect him to have to go to that last game in the Swiss as well?
Yeah, he was already out, like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
He was down 2 goals. Yeah, he didn't perform good. Like he lost in the Swiss round 2 games, and also against Felix, like in the 3rd game, decider game, he was not better than him. So he was really lucky that he's here. But I said when he win this game against Felix.
Do you think the team restrictions has affected Anders? You know, he's used to playing maybe with any item in the game, and obviously he's coming to the Bundesliga where the restrictions are quite hard.
Yeah, maybe. He's like at home. You have also like a good team, so maybe it's different to play like a little bit less good players. But I think, yeah, as a player, are good enough to perform with them.
Well, this is our other game that's live. This is Levy Finn against Timox. And there's also 2 other games taking place. You've got Mark LDW, Furky Plays, and Lucas against Danilo. Could be an early start here for Levy Finn. Penalty? No. Let's put you on the spot, Mo. Who wins this game?
This game, Timox will win.
Timox wins this game.
Yeah, he play a lot of crosses like an old man play style, like me a little bit. Like long
Like
balls
Ryan.
also with Schweinsteiger. Ryan also play long balls.
It's just the passing play styles. I tell you, Richard, man, they're important.
Yeah, that's an old man play style. But he's really good this year. I like him a lot. He scored a lot of goals.
Here it is.
Cross.
Cross maybe. I'll wait for this attack to come in and then we're going to go and join our other main match up here in the Virtual Bundesliga. If you have just tuned in, this is day 2 of the tournament. We're in the round of 16 at the moment. Live here in Cologne. He's taking his time here, Timox, with the perfect counter-attack potentially. Maybe across now. There's options in the box. Lofted in. There's Kingsley Coman. That goes for a goal kick. Let's jump across to this game. Anders Vergang in action against Nicholas Rank. I mean, Nicholas Rank, Mo, he got top 4 last year. He made semi-finals. He beat Dull and Mike. What's his chances this year? Has he looked better this year in the Virtual Bundesliga, or has he looked maybe at the same, if not worse?
Yeah, he was like a bit surprised last year to finish that good. I think, like, even now he's like in the top 16, so it's a good performance for him because he's like also in Germany, not the big name. Yeah, it's a big challenge to play against Anders. I think Anders will go to final against everyone. He's rolling.
How do you think you take down Anders Vergang?
Just like this.
I think
Do you have to play the mind games?
you need to play good in the first minutes. Like, we know Anders, when he roll, when he feel good, feel confident, he will destroy you. So the first half is really important. And then you need to have like the sweaty game, position.
I think there's a level of, you have to make, similar to what you're saying there, you have to make Anders respect you. If he doesn't respect you, he's going to mock you, he's going to let you know about it, he's going to get confidence knowing that maybe he expected more from you as well. So if, in that first 30, 45 minutes in game, if you can get a goal or even just play well and put him under pressure, it puts him on the back foot. And I think the players that have really put it on him, Levy at the FC Pro Open, PH in, showed him no respect. They attacked, they played their normal game, they didn't really do anything different. As your prediction looks to be coming true, Team Hawks 1-0 up.
Let's see if it was a cross. No, it wasn't.
No, it will be a long ball from the on-help.
You're really complimenting this play style, right?
Yeah, he loves Schweinsteiger a lot because of the play style.
Yeah. Well, but talk to me about 6-minute halves versus 9-minute halves. What do you prefer?
9-minute half was too much for me.
It's tough to concentrate.
Yeah,
it's
it was really hard.
Was you falling asleep in the 70th minute?
Yeah, I was really bad. Like in the last 20 minutes, my concentration was way. It's gone.
Do you think it helps if you like maybe pause the game and then take time?
Of course, I did it a lot. Like in the pro ladder and like this, I did it because I can't. I had like my head hurts after like 20 minutes in game. So I think for players always was best of 2 was better.
Yeah.
As one game, because also I'm a player who get always red cards. So when you have only one game, it's gone. You lose.
From a defensive error as well. Simple finish. Anders, that's the replay of him taking the lead. He's on the attack again, Brandon.
This is where it's dangerous now, because he's got that early goal, and he can probably just smell a little bit of blood in the water as well. No reaction yet.
Obviously, Mo, you've been covering the whole season this year with the Virtual Bundesliga. It was a bit of a shock, wasn't it, with the club championship when Paderborn obviously beat RB Leipzig, Anders and Umit, and I saw Anders giving it some on the stage in that game. But what a finesse that was! Great save. Was that a bit of a shock and then maybe a little bit of a humbling for RB Leipzig because they were so dominant in the club championship for quite a few years?
Yeah, it was really surprising because I think in the 1v1 you can beat them, but like in the Team Cup with 2v2, they are the world champions. Yeah, I think it was before the tournament impossible to win against them. So it was good for the league also. Like it's a real Bundesliga. It's good that Bayern one times don't win the tournament, so the other know they have the chance. But they have like a bit like bonus because everyone's scared about them.
Yeah.
Like it was, I knew it like 3 years ago, 4 years in Germany. When I played some people who are good, they play shit against me. They play really bad against me because they was like, I will lose, and it's a lot of head games, mind games in the esports because everyone is good. So that's a big bonus for the 2 guys in Germany, also international. I don't know, Ryan, if he knows, when you played Tex like 2 years ago, he was like in a bracket.
Fear factor.
Was you trembling?
Yeah.
Trembling on the sticks?
It's sort of You always still have that belief you can win,
Yeah.
but it's just like, why does it? Why him? You know, like every time you think of it.
Second for Anders, blocked again. Remember, two-legged games here. This is round of 60 in the Virtual Bundesliga. By the end of play today, there'll be 4 players left. We are playing all the way to the semi-finals here in Cologne. And 4 more e-Champions League tickets will be given out. Marmush, can he make the most of this? A Pender off the woodwork. That's twice,
He's angry.
Anders.
Look at the Ken.
Yeah.
He's really angry.
Could be 3-0. He's had that twice now, and he's hit the bar.
He should have scored, really.
I was 1 game behind him because I was interested in what he talked with the coach, and he said, like always, "You are my coach. What should I do?" Like every time when someone like some crazy things happens.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry at all for the coach, I'll be honest. I think when there's so much natural ability there, you're also in a predicament where how do you coach Anders as well? Because you don't want to maybe make him more defensive or get rid of the press when there is key attributes. So it is, I think a lot of it is mental with him. And I think he's been much better. You've seen massive improvements this year. I mean, the FC Pro Finals, shaking the hand, you concede 90th minute to a knockdown. Just getting on with it, just taking it, moving forward. He looks like he's getting closer to winning a big title. He looks really close. Obviously, the 2v2 last year with the club championship, but he looks really close to winning something big.
Sorry, just to drop, you can see a couple of scores there on the screen. I'll whack them up on the... Oh, hello. Big goal back for Levi Finn over here. 49 minutes on the clock. Also, quick score in our other game. We've got Lucas winning 2 goals still. That's in the game happening off stream at the moment. We've also got Mark against Ferg. He plays as well. That's another game taking place off stream there. Scoreline 2-1 for Fergie plays as well. Who's another player, Mo, that's sort of come through in the last couple of years, Fergie.
Yeah, he did like a different way to be like a pro. He was first content creator and then a pro. So that's the way it's like, it's not normal in the scene, I think. Normally you be a pro and then content creator. But like we have a big respect for him because he was not that good like 2 years ago. Grinding, and now he's here and performed good.
Big goal. You're just seeing the celebration there.
Ooh, wow.
Nicholas
Not
Rank.
invincible.
Look, he do the under celebration.
He's enjoying that celebration a bit too much, isn't he?
See, Anders ain't happy.
Well, here's the replay of the goal again. Lahm.
Cross.
Yeah, Furyk back post.
So Lahm is the icon of choice there for Nicholas Rank. I mean, most people use Schweinsteiger. Well, I'm guessing you'll be using Schweinsteiger because you said you love a long ball pass.
I think they have the same play style. So
Long
it's
ball
like
pass, yeah.
I would play Lahm also because like I think he have more defensive stats. His stats are better, but someone don't like small guys in that position, like at the CDM position.
The chat want you to stay on this game, Brandon. Show us this game.
To finish the last discussion, Anders is still really emotional. Like yesterday he played Umut, he lost in the last minute, and he didn't give the hand to Umut after.
He didn't?
Yeah, he was crying.
Oh, that dribling's beautiful.
Well, you're not missing any goals this time. 54 minutes on the clock. Anders back in front. I mean, he's hit the bar twice in this game as well, Ryan. He's been creating. And now he's giving him back a celebration as well. Oh, there's the gritty as well. There's also been another goal as well, quickly. Over in this game, he's completely flipped the game on its head. Tim Ox, 1-0 up. Levi Finn now leading 2-1 over there.
I'm sure we'll see that goal back shortly. However, we'll go back to our featured game for now. 2 legs of action coming your way between these two.
Alfonso Davies getting a rare call up.
Where would you play Frimpong MoAuba? Midfield? There's a lot of
Yeah,
players
in
playing
this
centre
meta
mid.
I will play in the midfield because too much crosses. He's too small at the right back. Like a lot of people play like the old games, you know. Like in 19 we played like Varane at right back
Ramos
because of the.
and Rat-
No,
yeah.
we play Goretzka. The people play Goretzka because he is a good header, good stats.
Oh, it's beautiful from Anders. First time driven pass into Openda, turn and a shot. But now he's up 3-1.
Is there going to be a similar celebration?
Yeah, here we go.
There is. If you were playing someone who was celebrating like that, and then hitting a celebration that is quote-unquote community annoying,
Yeah.
do you react?
Would
you react?
All right, so if I'm being honest, right, I don't really care about celebrating. Like, that doesn't annoy me. In game, for example, if it's like in the actual person celebrating, like Anders getting up and screaming, that's different. But like someone griddying, for example, again, I don't really, no, there's no
But he
concern.
walked to the half line.
Because there are some
So
people
it
that really
took
read
more
into
time?
that, Ryan.
People they're fuming if someone does that again. To me, honestly, it doesn't bother me, I'll be honest.
I think it hurts.
So you'd be more annoyed by, say, back in your day, Danny Hackerberg getting up and giving it
Yeah,
absolute.
then I'm just like, my blood's boiling, you know? Like,
Giving it beans with the celebration.
Right, we're 6 minutes in. We've just still got a long way to go.
Chance for another one for Anders. Big save. And the keeper. 10 minutes left over in this game. As we said, Timox went 1-0 up. The VFL Bochum. And Levy Finn might be on his way to find a 3-1. He can pull away here. What a ball into
Last-ditch challenge.
I have to
Austin
say
Harlow.
goodbye.
Coming for a hat-trick.
Okay, we'll see you
You're off,
soon.
are you, mate?
It's been a pleasure, Mo.
See you later, Mo.
Take
Good
care,
to see you,
man.
mate. Must have done his hours for the for the weekend.
Did his community service. So the,
Great
thank
to have
you.
him on, though.
Thank
2
you
world
to
champions
MoAuba.
there in 10 minutes. Back to back. MoAuba and Umit. Last 4.5 minutes, and we'll go back to Anders' game very shortly. As soon as this one concludes, Timox looking to have the last chance of the game.
Zach Human, finally you can sit proper now. Me and Mo were a little bit tight on this sofa.
I was trying to work
I think that's why he's got up.
Is it a one-person sofa or two?
That's why he's got up.
I think it's two small people maybe. But I think even you two would struggle on this sofa.
Well, no one's joining us here, Ryan, are they? They're going on this sofa.
Thanks for that, boys.
Added time of 1 minute. Is that us done here in this first leg? I believe it is. We'll jump across and we'll go back to Anders Verga.
3 people bench with 4 people on it. I know. You've got to entertain, though.
It's perfect
4-1.
timing.
Just like Anders is entertaining
Who's
us.
saying we missed the goals? We came in at the
Yeah,
tell
perfect
you what.
time.
Brandon took that personal.
Yeah. Anders would have waved goodbye to the camera. And the griddy again.
4-0.
It's just a bit unnecessary, isn't it, Notorious? there we go, just like Hitman.
Umut versus Anders Grand Final. Others can go home now. I'm sure there's a lot left to play. You've got Johnny still left in this competition. I think one of the favourites as well. Roy Feldman.
Against Umit as well. Coming up a little bit later on.
It's made, I think what Anders has done in the scene, he has turned a lot of heads for
Yeah.
people who maybe thought lack of characters, lack of emotion. He's made people want to watch. Just exactly like, even if you don't want him to win and you're watching him to maybe not win and to lose,
Yeah.
look at what Floyd Mayweather did. The reason he's one of the biggest boxers of all time, not only was he unbelievable in the ring, but
Antagonizer.
people used to watch
Yeah.
him trying to get knocked out
But
and to lose.
the thing is, though, you see people complain saying that in the FC scene, the players are like robots. They don't really celebrate. They're just boring. Someone shows emotion.
And then everyone
And
gets
they're
on
complaining.
Yeah.
No, we need more of it. Anders again on the attack, turns, can't find the shot at goal. He's going to find it this time. Near post, 5-1. For me, that's
He just waved goodbye.
yeah, it's done.
Oh, there he
That
is.
would annoy me. You see that there. But the in-game celebrations don't really bother me, to be honest. It's nothing.
5-1. 87 minutes on the clock for Anders Vergaan.
Big performance, because he went 1-0 down. No, he didn't. He went 1-1.
Yeah.
Drew at 1-1. Celebrated, went back to the halfway line, his opponent, Nicholas Rank, and maybe he's regretting it right now.
He's just sat there just laughing. He's like, oh, goodness.
The thing is, people, just back to your points as well, like you can't win. I mean, are we, you know, you get a person that shows a bit of personality there and a bit of celebration. People tune in.
Yeah, of course.
People tune in to watch it. That FC Pro Grand Final against PA Gym was ridiculous. One of the best finals as well, because PA Gym gave it back as well.
I think the final was just the ultimate example of what this could be.
Absolutely.
When you've got two players mechanically immense, but then also emotionally in the game as well.
Well, we're not done yet, still in this first leg. RB Leipzig. 5-1 up against FC Nürnberg's Nicholas Rank, who got a semi-final spot last year in the Virtual Bundesliga.
It's safe to say that they're not fans of Anders in the Twitch chat, but I think it's key to mention, obviously people saying his opponent's getting battered, it's 5-1, but the way Anders makes it look easy is sort of the hard part, because he sort of nullifies him defensively. Of course, we've just seen that Nicholas have a chance there, but he breaks through his defense at ease. A lot of people, if they played against Nicholas, they would struggle to get the ball, let alone create this many chances.
He's not done yet either, is he? Only time of 2 minutes. Is he looking for goal number 6? Goretzka. He's not going to be able to get it.
The chat does make me laugh.
And in the 92nd minute, Anders Vergaan will win his first game. He's still got a second leg to be played.
The mentalist in the chat saying it's not toxic, it's mental games. Trash talk was part of playing the game.
The thing is, people got to realise when he shushes, he's not shushing at, he's just shushing at the crowd. He's shushing at his own manager.
The crowd are not really giving him anything either.
No.
Were you a big trash talk fan?
Sometimes. Kind of depends on the mood I was in. Very rarely.
Were any?
Rare.
Can you say any of yours on this platform?
Do you know what? Actually, one of the last times I actually gave trash talk, I remember the event. It was years ago. We used to have a lot of events in 2019 in Bucharest. You two would have been a part of it then. Stood up, scored last-minute equaliser, screaming at my opponent. He's opposite me, cursing everything. Kick off me straight away. I learnt my lesson. I'm never celebrating again.
Did he give it back?
No, didn't. I felt kind of bad. I felt bad, but then it's
was it?
It's part of the game.
Remember?
I can, Janos. Remember? Yeah.
Janos?
Yeah.
He's the nicest guy in the city.
You got up and celebrated.
Yeah. Listen,
To Janos.
It's just one of them. It's in the moment, you know. You just have to. Sometimes you just want to celebrate.
I'm glad he scored. I'm glad he scored.
Me too. He did not deserve that.
You can see on the screen some of the results from the first game. Lucas Official drawing 3-3 against Danilo. 30 plays. A lot of people in the chat were asking, winning 5-3 in the first leg against Mark.
8 goals in that
Mark
one.
was 4-0 in Swiss format, unbeaten as well. And of course, Nicholas Rank, we saw Leipzig. Berggang.
Furky plays had to go to the playoff game as well, Ryan, so he didn't make it look easy in the
Yeah.
Swiss rounds at
And
all. But you come in the knockouts, it's so different.
Yeah, I believe he beat Predator as well.
Yeah.
He's one of the big names in Germany. He's won competitions before. And yeah, so it shows that the level of competition that haven't even reached this stage.
Well, I think it's time I turn the chat around. It's time for another Ultimate Team Knowledge question. Okay? Down the camera. There is one player in the Bundesliga that's got 99 dribbling? Who is it?
99 dribbling.
One player with 99 dribbling.
Ryan is an awful human from Stokes.
Yeah, that sounds about right from Stoke.
Did you trash talk Stokes ever?
No.
No? I thought you would
If
have.
you're watching Stokes, hello. If you want to come over to Cologne, we've got a seat on the couch.
More than welcome to join.
No, we never played. Stokes was before my day. That was in the early
I think
2000s.
his resurgence for when you were terrible.
He's come back now. 99 dribbling.
Any of the chat got it there?
I couldn't tell you,
Hummels.
I'll be honest.
It's not Matt Hummels.
I don't know. No idea.
Not Kingsley Coman. Do you guys not know? Either of you two?
Is it Tap Sober wanting to wildcard?
He's just read. That is disgraceful. And do you see how he pretended like he
Did
knew
you
it
just
as well?
cheat?
Literally,
Did you
that's
just
shocking.
cheat?
Shocking. I would have never known that, to be honest. Never.
No, I got it. I got it before the chat. We're on a delay.
There's the fun.
We're on a delay.
There's all the fun gone now, isn't it?
We're on a delay. For anyone asking as well, I've seen a few people asking a few questions about the Caputo and Alexandro
I've had that for the
XPC.
last 2 days.
That game was played on Thursday. We're now on Saturday. And Danny Pitbull of Juventus won the game, meaning that Alexandro is going to get a +2 upgrade. We're back underway with the games. Let's get under these games because I think we're going to be starting with Nicholas Rank and Anders Vergang. 5-1, the first leg's finished. Let's see how the second leg can go. Still guessing. Manuel Neuer. Boniface. Cantona. We'll run a poll soon as well, chat. 'Cause I think we're
I'd
gonna have a
like
bit
to
of
run
time.
one of who's their, maybe their favourite person on the, on the couch.
Is there a neither option?
Long ball over the top.
Oh, he's onside.
What touch?
that's
Somehow.
great
Marco
play.
Reus.
That's a good play
target.
from Nicholas. Deserved the goal, to be honest. Deserved the goal. I think those are the moments you kind of need a slice of fortune to fall in your favour.
The second game is underway as well that we can bring you coverage of. That is between Timox and Levy Finn, and this game is a little bit tighter actually. Should we just throw this game for a little while?
Should we ask the
See how
chat?
it's
Let
going?
the chat decide this one because
Chat, do you want to watch Anders, who's winning comfortably, or do you want to watch Timox? Just type Anders or Timox in the chat, and we'll go with what you want to do, because it's your stream as much as it is ours. Probably more our stream, because we're in charge, but you can have an opinion as well. You're part of the show. Now we wait, 'cause obviously there's a bit of a delay. Falcon wants Anders, Sourcelab wants Anders.
All right, we're going
Yavi
back.
wants Anders.
It's heavily Anders. Go back. Brandon.
Anders.
Come on.
Everyone wants Anders. Who do you want to see? Number 1 for Anders, number 2 for Timox.
I'll end the poll. I think we know where we're going.
There's a poll in the chat right there. Favourite person on the couch?
Yeah, vote Ryan if you want to watch Anders.
Yeah, vote Brandon if you want to watch Anders.
Don't vote for it, just vote for your heart.
Yeah. Rumour has it, if you vote my name, there could be a reward for watching the stream too.
You can't say that.
You cannot say that.
You cannot say that.
The reward is a thank you from me. That's the reward.
I'm worried about this poll result that's coming out. Ticking down slowly.
B. Smith 0 votes.
Yeah,
I think I'll be bottom.
I reckon you're winning.
I'll be
you're winning. We're back underway here. Anders, as we know, 5-1 he leads.
Red button for Timox. Good reference.
Showing your age there, Rich.
26
again.
now, friend.
This could be a gift, actually. Marco Reus.
Again, he's lost possession.
It's been entertaining, hasn't it? That chat's been entertaining. We've got two different polls going on here.
Falcons Mike said, I voted for Brandon because he's one of the guys I love from the commentator scene. One of the nicest guys on earth.
Smells of brown envelopes, that does, Brandon, I'll be honest. What payments going in.
Number 1 for Richard, number 2 for Brandon, number 3 for Ryan.
Big chance, Nicholas. Rang. What a save. Still could be alive.
He could have had 2 goals in this game, you know. 26 minutes in. The thing about 6-minute halves as well is that you don't have that much time to get into it, to get back into the game, especially if you're down by 4.
Right, they want to vote for Ryan.
Yeah, got a foot with Johnny in the chat. Johnny, tap in free, please. Let's have a little free in there. There we go. Thank you. See, you deserve.
I'm in trouble.
Anders again.
Such a
10 seconds left on the poll. By the time I've said that, the poll's finished.
the delay by the time it gets in. Change match, they're saying. See, they can't decide. The chat can't decide.
Brandon, well done, mate. You've won the...
No, I'm interested in the one in the Twitch chat. That's
We've got 2 polls running. We've got one that's a little bit longer as well there.
Who is who?
There you, Ryan, tell us.
Of course, Anders representing Red Bull Leipzig. Kicking from right to left in a white strip, and then Nicholas left to right, red strip.
We want Boras. Me too.
You watching, Boras? Come over. Come and join.
It's a big, big shout from behind us.
And they're all going in the games that we're not seeing either.
Wow, it's a massive comeback as well. Hopefully be able to update you on that as soon as possible.
Big goal over here. 3-1. Levy Finn now leads. After going 1-0 down to Timox in game 1. He's now to pull that one back. As we said, these are round of 16 games here in Germany. After this will be coming up quarter-final. Keeper.
What's going on?
Just tapping it back up onto the feet of the player there. Let me update you what is going on in the other games.
Talk to me.
Mark LDW
3-0.
against Furky Plays.
6-5.
Oh my days. 6-5. Furky Plays was 5-3 up in that game, Rich.
That's the game.
Mark, as you said, was so good in the Swiss rounds.
Yep.
6-5, he's in front now.
I think he's showing it now because obviously would have come into today on a rich vein of form following the day before. That was the goal that we saw, of course, for Levy Finn. Question marks on the goalie, but yes, it's tough.
Update in the other game as well. We have got BBB Danino leading by 4-3 there. That's in the second leg. As it comes, there's a chance to break away now. Lovely idea on the roulette there.
Could have been a red card. It was risky, but it was a risk worth taking.
What a ball. Spoke about Timox. With those crosses, it's not the touch he wanted. I think he wanted the finish from Sebastian Harlap.
Yeah, those are the situations that MoAuba was referring to. Just those back post crosses from deep.
Your favourite person on the couch, 64% said neither, 179 votes. I'm going to have a look.
Can we see
3
the rest
knots.
of
I'm going to answer your question. Are you all ex-pros? Who was the best out of the 3? Honestly,
I don't want to talk about my pro career.
If I played Brandon at FC24, honestly, I'd make it look gory.
Would you?
I'd hit you for 10. I think Rich hits you for 10. Genuinely.
Him?
Yeah, I think Rich hits you for 10.
I can play a bit. I can't see the poll, Rich. Rich has gone off screen to try and get the poll there. Right, who actually got the votes?
Brandon got 65 votes. Ryan got 20, I got 17.
Yes, I'll take that silver medal.
But over 2/3 said neither. So, yeah.
Right, we're back over Van der Zwergang's game. 0-0 first half. I mean, should we try and get Anders on the couch, actually? If he looks to obviously see this game out and win, we'll try and get him on.
Sorry, I've got to stop reading the Twitch chat. It's just...
It's making him a bit of a giggle.
They're just funny, I'll be honest. Yeah, let me focus on the game.
Lock in, Ryan.
Look at the space for Anders. There's no real way for Nicholas to get back into it unless he goes constant press, so he has to go forward. Yeah, Rich, sorry to interrupt you. You took your mic off. What is the score if you played B Smith right now?
He'd win,
9
but
minute
I don't
halves.
think it would be...
9 minute halves. I said 10.
No, not 10.
I
Probably like
think he'd win, but I'd score a few.
6-2.
Really? Okay, fair enough. Maybe I'm disrespecting Brandon.
I think Rich might beat you, though.
Nah, no chance. You've played a few pros, though.
I've dabbled.
Played a few.
Not on this platform to embarrass anyone.
Well, you missed the question. It said, are all of you 3 ex-pros?
Depends what you class.
I wanted to talk about my pro career, but Ryan was talking
No,
a lot. So.
go ahead, go on.
Depends what you class. If you're talking pro clubs, I'm right in there. Anders will steal your 17 votes. It's not very nice, is it? To me or Anders. Bringing up that I got 17 votes again.
Anders just running away with this one. I know he's not scored in this game yet, but he's had the luxury of having a 5-1 cushion. Oh, he's just dancing around there with a pender.
Should we go back to the other game?
We sure? I don't think the chat will like that, but I'm going to go over, all right?
Go over.
I think this one is
We run the show.
pretty much over. This one, though, 3-1 up. Levy Finn against Timox.
On to the quarterfinals after this one, boys.
Yep, loser goes home, of course, if you're not familiar with the format. This is the round of 16. If you finish top 4, you get yourself a spot in the E-Champions League later on this season.
Well, I can start previewing some of the quarterfinals coming up because this round...
Save that. We might have a little bit of time to wait in between games. Save the
You want me
quarterfinals.
to save that, do you?
Save that.
All right, I was getting excited.
Toby C says justice for Brandon.
There's E-Champions League tickets on the line here.
The permutations are really
They're
starting
massive.
to hot up.
As we said, like it's the end of your FC season. It really is. Timox still definitely in this one. 30 minutes left he's got.
For what it's worth, I think the guy in the light jacket is the best on the couch. Looks like Creed Knots.
Light jacket, that's kind of
Nah,
that's got a bit of dark strip on there, I don't know.
It's definitely not me. This is brown jumper, if you're wondering.
I mean, we've got a minute in the couch, haven't we? I mean, look, team of the season's here.
Yep.
I'm sure I'll ask us about 5 times across the next 24 hours. Who do you think deserves the team of the season from this league in the Bundesliga?
Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
You would say that with your...
Frimpong, those 3.
I mean,
certs.
So basically, by Leverkusen.
if Leverkusen go unbeaten, the entire team should get
Whole team should get a
blue item. Because did we not see something similar with Leicester City?
They got these heroes.
When Leicester City won the
items, yeah.
Premier League. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I believe there was all the starting 11 for Leicester City, or like 12 or 13 players who all got special items.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think if they go unbeaten this season, there should be some reward. I did a bit of research, and I don't believe any team in the Bundesliga history has ever gone unbeaten throughout a season. Could be incorrect, but I believe that he's right.
Verts, that's a good shout as well.
Someone's just
What's he laughing at?
said great jumper selection with the sofas.
Unfortunately, I didn't know that the sofas were in brown.
Oh, that's a brilliant comment.
And I would blend into the sofas, but
Yeah, the sauce lab, yep.
yeah.
So what suggestions
Back
you got
then.
coming in? Florian Wirtz coming in, Orban. Any Bayern players?
The man in the brown
Musiala.
jumper is correct. Yeah.
Musiala. Kane done enough for one?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
surely. Goal scorer, isn't he?
100%, yeah. 100%.
Especially if, I know it doesn't
He's already got 10
technically
mention,
apply,
so he should.
but if they go on and win the Champions League as well, because obviously they beat Arsenal in dominant
Yeah,
fashion.
just rub that in.
Low blow, that one. That's
You'd
a
think
low
that
blow.
potentially they could go on and get something there. Yeah, Harry Kane, great shout.
Does Neuer take it or Hedereki?
It's a question of my
Team of
knowledge.
the season. Goalkeeper.
B. Smith, if I'm being completely honest with you, my friend,
Go on.
I've not seen one 90-minute game. I've not one.
You've not been watching the Bundesliga this year, no?
MoAuba's the guy for you if you want that stuff.
Apparently Kane just scored. Kane just scored and I mentioned his name for Bayern. I'm the Oracle.
There's just been a big goal over here. Levy Finn pulling away now, 4-1. Headsets off for him. He is cruising his way to a quarter-final.
Do we have the other scores from the other matches as well?
Come on, Brandon.
Of course you can,
Come on, update us.
Of course you can.
Every player from Leverkusen should have a special item for what they've done this year. I absolutely agree, Falcon. Great man, think alike, sir.
Right, we've got 4-4 between Lucas and Danilo. We've got Furky plays against Mark, which is now turned into
Wow.
a 7-6 result for Furky plays. Remember, Furky plays was 5-3 up, then went 6-5 down.
That's a full time, yeah?
And I mean,
I think it's still going.
I think it is still going. It is still going, but 7-6.
The audience have been relatively quiet, obviously supporting Mark a lot. You heard the celebrations, and now it's, just pure silence.
And Luke's official.
4-4.
Maybe extra time.
What do you think in this game, Anders just hasn't been able to break through? Do you think it's because he's 5-1 up?
I don't know.
He's took the foot off the gas.
He's frustrated as well. Obviously, he has taken the foot off the gas. It's not the same as if it was a 0-0 game, which we saw in the first leg, but he still would want to score. Anders is ruthless. He doesn't care about if the game's done on paper. He still wants to keep on scoring.
Which way's that one gone?
Only one way. Mark.
No way. Has he just made that 7-0? I think he has.
Superb scenes here in
I think
Cologne.
that's 7-7 in the game, just behind us on the main stage. There's Anders Vergang, tipped away.
Frimpong.
I think Frimpong and your left back are sorted, aren't they? I think they're already getting one.
Clicked
Brought
in now,
that
about
conversation
25 minutes later.
I think that might be the first one on the team of the season.
Leverkusen, 25 wins so far, 4 draws. Unbelievable.
Well then, the big news is Anders Vergang, after a very rocky Swiss record here in Germany, is going through to the quarterfinals with a 5-1 win. He might not have scored a single goal in this second leg, but he did it all in the first leg, full-time result.
What about this one from Jester Stew as Anders wraps up full-time? We need Richard, Brandon and Ryan. Whoa, big shout from behind us.
Sean? Wow. I don't think we've got the power
8-7.
to see that game, unfortunately, but if we could, I'd love to go and jump over to it.
We need Richard, Brandon and Ryan as a Tifo with the sofa behind the goal in-game.
Just be a floating head with
Yes, and the brown jumper.
Do you rate Fantasy Marmouche? I don't think he's very good, Krieg Knott says. From what we've seen so far, he's played quite well.
For this set of restrictions, I think he has to be in the team with his playstyle plus of aerial as well, but if I was to play him, would I use him in my own ultimate team? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think in the overall grand scheme of a striker, you're not going to touch him.
No,
but if you're looking for what, a 98 pace player with an aerial plus,
yeah,
94 dribbling.
he really is the man for the job. 4-1 Levy leads here. I mean, if you're an RB Leipzig fan, the final 8 players, Richard, three of the 8, from RB Leipzig. It's not bad going.
Yeah, I mean, we can have a look at the bracket soon.
I don't
and
think
start to
they
see
match,
how
but
they could potentially match up in a semi-final, or you would imagine definitely a grand final.
Oh god, yeah,
There's
they're
3
matching
left.
up. Yeah, they're matching up.
So there you
Levy
go.
Finn up against Anders for a
And he's
spot.
already had to play.
Yeah,
Umet.
playing both of his teammates for a spot in the E-Champions League as well. That is, that's a big game.
Had time to follow now.
Not sure if we're going to get Anders on right now with him going into a game soon. What time's the scheduled kickoff, if you don't mind me asking?
9
for that
p.m.
match?
local time here.
So it's about an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He might want to watch his teammate Umet in the game. I think we're going to play 2 quarterfinals at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. So if he does want to watch Umet playing, he might not be coming on, but we'll wait and see. Yeah. Is there a rule that teams must play with Bundesliga items? There certainly is. There is a very strict set of requirements in which our very own Ryan Pessoa will guide you through.
Yes, of course. Players have to be from the Bundesliga or the Bundesliga 2, but they have to be a maximum of 2 per club. You can have one icon that has to be German and one hero that has played in the Bundesliga. So you could use Voller, you could use Kohler, I think you pronounce his name. You could use Lucio. And look who we have joining us on the couch. Going to squeeze in next to Richard. Go on, Rich, squeeze on. Anders Bergang.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Bring it down.
There you go. Hello.
Hello.
Did you not fancy scoring in the second leg?
Would be, I don't want to be like rude to him, so.
You just took it easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you took it easy. How do you feel about potentially, or not potentially, you will be playing your teammate Levi Finn in the next round? Is that a game, obviously, someone you'd have played a lot in practice? So how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's like the game for each Champions League, so it's like really important. And I lost to Umut yesterday, so I don't hope like I get kinda like flashback and lose to both my teammates. So I really want to win. He also obviously also want to, but I mean, I know that I have more experience in these situations, but I also have to prove it like again. And yeah, I'll just try to prepare for the game as good as I can.
When you see your opponent celebrate against you, then he did ran back to the halfway line. You went back, you did it the same, you gridded on him. Does that give you a little bit more motivation in game when you see them celebrating?
Like honestly, if I remember correctly, then my first goal I just like didn't do anything. Then I saw he did. I mean, he knows that I'm much better than him, of course. But I mean, after that he conceded 4 goals in like 1 halftime, so maybe not the best move he could have made. But yeah, now I'm through and he's not, so I have not so much to say about it.
Before you jump with a question, right, I've got another question, right? With your celebrating, do you celebrate to have fun, or is it just to annoy your opponent?
Like in game?
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't think about it. Like really, it's just like a, what do you call it?
It's that second
routine.
nature, just happen. Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
it's like
fair
something
enough.
I just do. Like I don't think about it.
Yeah.
But like this, when he run to midline, I was thinking
That's
about it.
different. Yeah,
and
yeah.
people should also look like, people act like I'm the only one who's like celebrating. And every time I lose a game, everyone goes crazy. So they should probably like, yeah, wake up and see what's happening all the time. And yeah, now I'm in quarterfinal. I just need to win 1 more at least. And if I do that, then I'm like you know, ready for championship Sunday tomorrow. And we all know who's gonna be favorite for the tournament then.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. In terms of your in real life celebrations, Anders, you know, when you, I call it the clucking bird. Do the clucking bird. Does that just hype yourself up?
Like, you know, when I do it in real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah, that's like honestly like, I mean, I heard my coach, you know, he didn't say anything before, but when I scored to 5-1, he said, next time if you score, if you want to shush, then shush the guys who's sitting behind, like Umut, because that was, I played a guy from Nuremberg, but it was Augsburg fans who was saying boo when I walk in. And it's like, it makes no sense that people are crying about how I behave when, like, people that are more than double my age, and like honestly, age has nothing to say, but it's still so cringe that people always are after me, and everything I do wrong is wrong, but everything like other people do, that's no problem, that's perfect.
I'm with
so
you, Anders. Talk your talk, man. I
Talk-
like it.
Talking sense. Let's
You're
have a
talking
look at the
lot of
bracket.
sense, mate, a lot of sense. Let's have a
Get
look
your
at the-
opinion on the bracket.
We'll get the
This is how
bracket up
it's
now. We'll
looking.
jump up the laptop. Oh, sorry, I don't need to. It's there in front of me. I mean, you're up against your teammate. You are already at the World Championships, Anders, which obviously was a massive, confidence booster for you early in the season. How big is that E-Champions League ticket? It's big, isn't it?
like honestly, I haven't really think about it, but you know, of course it's important. I think like should be this, like maybe the second biggest of the year, like, but I'm really happy that like I have secured World Cup, because like it is the most important, and that like also takes, it's not like I'm getting worse or when there's more pressure, but it just takes that pressure away.
Yeah.
That if I should fail, then I still have this tournament. But of course, I mean, now it's 1 game, and in these games, I most of the times is gonna win, so I have a good feeling.
We're just going to go on over, because I think we're in penalties.
I'm trying to jump
In a
into it. There
game.
you go. Was there one point yesterday, Anders, when you thought you were going to get eliminated? When you were 1 and 2?
I would say the first game I was playing really bad. I mean, I just came back from Las Vegas, so I had kind of jet lag, I would say. It's not an excuse, but I had.
A quick one on that. What were you doing in Las Vegas? Because all I saw you do there was go to a driving range and try and play a bit of golf.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. But here now, just here now. I lose against like a guy I never heard about. He actually went 3-0.
Yeah.
So he was like somehow good. I played really bad. I don't know. I was just not focused, not enough. That was my own fault. Then I played a guy called Marius or something. I won pretty easy, and then I played Umut.
Yeah.
Like it's like we both knew that we were gonna play each other, and I actually lead with 2 or something, and then I managed to choke. So yeah, very proud of myself at that point. Good choke. And then for today, I mean, I know that I have to play so bad to like lose three games in Swiss, and I just tried to like just focus on myself. I mean, I still like I don't play like on my top level, and I'm still like in quarterfinal now. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still very proud of like how I came back, and like I mean, the first game I played today was insane, and
That was a massive comeback.
We were...
These penalties are insane as well. 6 out of 6 so far. They've both scored.
all the time I watch these penalties, people can't save. I don't know how.
Which way?
I will not say anything. Like
Guess the next one.
I didn't follow. I just
Left, right,
Go
or
on,
middle?
guess.
right up. Told you.
Hold on a minute.
We played penalties earlier this year.
I told you I'm so
Who
clever.
won that one?
I'm so clever, man. It's too easy.
There you have it. Big performance.
But what I wanted to say was, sorry, as we just see
Lucas going through.
Lucas going through and another Dortmund player unfortunately crashed out of the tournament. We were having lunch earlier today in that penalty shootout when, again, it was elimination penalties for your Anders. At that point, you're flipping a coin to try and stay in the tournament, but then you survived again. You went 2-2, and you went into that sort of playoff game, and you made that look a bit more routine and quite easy.
I mean, that was by far the best game I've played so far. Like, the 2-2 game. And I would say that the off-stage games, like, there's so much delay on the stage. It's really crazy. Like, again, no excuse or something, but it's, like, really like this. And on stage, I've played really bad. I have to step up, of course. But, yeah, this 1-2 game was really important. And I also think it, like, gave me something extra that I know that this tournament actually is important, because it's quite hard when you know that you're secured World Cup to always motivate yourself, because everyone wants to beat me so much because, yeah, well, I'm the best in the world. So that's just how it is. And now I will try to prove it. I mean, I was down with 2 in 115, and I was like, okay, if I'm out, then it's my own fault. Then I managed to come back, and I knew that in this situation, like even when I score 115, I'm still down with 1, but he will get so nervous, and it's normal. Like, you always get nervous because you feel like the only thing can happen is that you choke. And when I scored this 123, it's like, okay, penalty is like kind of 50-50, but I won against Young for World Cup, and I just had a good feeling, and my feeling was right this time.
I've got 2 questions, and one of them I have to ask you while we've got you on the couch. Firstly, the game that Umut's going to be playing, it's going to be up soon. You expecting Umut to win that game? What can we expect from that game versus Rowie?
I mean, I expect him to win like all the time he plays, so like I would be like surprised if he doesn't win. But I would still say it's kind of a tricky game to get like in a decider, because if Feldman scores the first goal and gets like confident, then like I don't want to say anything, but Umut has also, like, he lost against Levy in Pens for World Cup, and the year before he lost against Damesheet for World Cup. Did you see this guy, by the way? Okay, we'll talk about that after. That was really weird. And then for the club championship this season, he lost the decider against Chase. He played really good, but he lost. So I'm also scared, like, on his way, that he's gonna overthink it too much. But if he doesn't, then I'm pretty sure he will win.
The last thing I've got to ask you before you go off and start getting ready for your game, I've got to ask you about the FC Pro Final. It was one of the best games I've ever had the chance to watch. It was one of the best games I think a lot of people have ever watched of FC. I don't know if you've talked publicly about this game. What was it like in the moment playing? I personally thought you played better throughout the game, but I think PhD played better in moments and took his chances better. What did you make of that game and your thoughts on sort of that entire final? Because it was unbelievable.
Well, like I can just start to say that I know that I'm better than him, but he played it really good, and he know what is the biggest chance to beat me, and he like did that very well, and I defended extremely bad also in moments. So I would honestly say it was my own fault, and then I saw like 2 weeks ago he clutched in EDVC as well, and I don't know how. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm better than him, and yeah, well, now we both fight World Cup, and I hope I'm gonna get a rematch. But like, you know, it's also like I know how he felt, and let's just talk about his celebration. I don't care about it because like I would probably do the same, and like when people do it against me, I don't cry. So people should not cry when I do it too. Like it's totally fine, and there's no problem with him. And it was like, yeah, it was so stupid for me to like give him the last chance, but yeah, he played it good, and yeah, I felt like I could have won, but I didn't feel so much in the moment because it was like.
Were you nervous in the game?
I would honestly say not that much. And if I was, then it was not because of that, because I always get better when I'm nervous. I was not like overthinking. I don't know what went wrong. I think I only lead one time. I remember I scored 45. That was my only lead, but then I gave him, I think on kickoff or something, he scored fast. But it was like the kind of same goals he scored all the time. So it was 100% my own fault. And when he scores the same goals, like people also know that I'm like better at the game. But I mean, he plays everything perfect, and you just have to like respect him for that. And he always managed to clutch so far, so like I respect him a lot. Like his mentality is crazy, and like I mean, my 1-2 game was also like kinda like this, you know, where you really clutch in the end, and the feeling is just so nice. So like I don't mind that he celebrated so fine.
You got a question, Ryan? Sorry, I feel like I've not.
No, it's okay. Off you go.
My one to you is: do you feel we need more people to celebrate? More people like yourself celebrating, like PHG and you.
I would say I don't care about it because when other people are too scared to do it, then I just get all the like talk about it, and I have no problem. Like I mean, some people will think that it's bad, but I know by myself that it's totally fine and it's part of the like the game. So, like I mean, I can't like answer on if I want other people to do it because like I don't care about it. I just do it because I motivate myself about it, and I know that I only get better about it. So, like I will never change it. I think at least.
Anders, thank you very much. I think people are saying that you need to go and get ready soon.
Really?
Yeah, but it's been a pleasure.
He talks too much, they write. Yeah, I go now. I'm very sad. I also have to play my quarterfinal soon.
Don't
worry
the chat.
about that chat. Don't worry about that chat.
They've abused me. They've abused him. They've abused him.
We've all been at the end of it.
One person did ask, out of the three of us, who do you think looks the best? Who's dressed the best? Out of me, Brandon, and Ryan.
Like only the clothes?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I like they say top 3 or only the winner?
Just the winner.
Okay, wait.
He's turned. He's turned away from
I
Richard.
think you win then.
Yeah,
I've got thank Commanders, man.
What about his
This is my
brown
guy
jumper?
right here,
Do you like
man.
his brown jumper?
It was close, but I like your comments more than these two. I just say it like this, then you're all winners. You all are winners then.
Yeah.
You all are winners then.
What do I win then?
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing.
He's the loser and we have 2 winners here.
Anders, thank you very much. Good luck
Thank
for
you
the
so
tournament. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, Anders, mate. All the
Thank
best.
Take care.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Let me take that off you, mate.
Good luck for the game.
I mean, that first part of that interview there, I think was the best.
That's the most open I've ever heard him speak.
I think he gets unfairly criticised, I'll be honest.
I think if anyone just watched that right now, I think it might have turned your head on Anders.
See, look, people, he's
actually a good kid.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's just a normal kid. He's just,
Someone
They forget his age.
clip that, put it on the internet, and hear him speak.
You have to agree. I think because he's the only one that gives it that much, he's always the one under the microscope.
yeah, agreed.
As he said, he's going to be in action in about an hour or so playing against Levi Finn for a spot in the Champions League.
I think he's happy as well. Anders is brilliant. He actually is.
How do players qualify for the World Cup? Is it only for the finalists? Yeah, the top 2 players qualify for the World Cup, so obviously the finalists. And then all 4 players in the semi-finals qualify for the E-Champions League. Also, yeah, the winners or the finalists do get qualification for the E-Champions League as well. All right.
We've done all right, haven't we? We've had quite a few good interviews. We've had Umit, we've had MoAuba,
We've
we've
had a
had
few good
Anders.
guests, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had a few good guests. What we've got now is a little bit of a wait.
Yeah, and whilst there's a wait, I want to head off. I'll be back shortly. I'll take my break now.
New SBC to open, is it?
Bye, Ryan. Thanks for that. You just walking across the camera,
walking
mate.
across the camera there.
Be
That's
back
Ryan
soon.
Pessoa. We'll see him soon.
He's down to earth, just believes in himself, and that's what you need to do for the World
So I
Championship. in
believe
total.
he was in Las Vegas, Anders, for something to do with the esports World Cup, which is coming up pretty soon. But yeah,
Ooh.
don't know what's happening there. I'm sure reveal it all
Anders
within
has World
time.
Cup already. Yes, he does have the World Championship already. He got that through the FC Pro Open. I believe the top 4 players from the FC Pro Open who finished in the top 4 all got that. I think it was top 4.
15. We've got 15 players at the moment in the World Championships. Obviously, later on
Did
this
write
year.
them all down.
I did write them all down. Haven't got that card anymore, but we've got what? Levi de Veer's already there. Anders Vergang, P8 Zin. On top of that, we saw Manu Bashir.
For a second.
Manu Bashir, Emre Yilmaz come through. Tex, Matthias Bonanno. There's Max as well from Ajax that got his spot yesterday. We saw Jesus and Virgil get a spot too. Abu Maka got his spot also. And then obviously the top 2 tomorrow will be getting their FC Pro World Championship tickets as well. Only 32 players can get there. And the way they can get there is basically through leagues.
Yeah, we've got Emre Yilmaz, Levi de Veer, PhD and Vergang, Matthias and Tex from the E-Premier League, Manu Bashir and Max from the Eredivisie. We're going to find the Virtual Bundesliga tomorrow. That's going to be the winner and the runner-up, I believe. We have the E-Serie A, which took place yesterday. You might have seen us 2 there, alongside guest commentator X Sales, who did a great job for the finals as well. That was Jesus from AC Monza and Virgil, who will be with Exceed Virgil. Great performance from him as well.
And we've still got so much to play out. Obviously, there's the Spanish League to play out.
As well as that, the Economol Libertadores.
Of course.
Guy Barrios and Nathan SR. We had the EMLS Cup, K1 John and Jafonso. And we also had the ESPL, which was Abu Maka's spot. And I believe this weekend we've got the ELPF taking place, which will be 1 spot. I think we've got coming in over the next couple of weeks.
French League, I think, middle of this week will be determined for ECL.
Yep, the Aussie E-League, which is 1 spot. We've got the E-Extrasklasse, the Polish League.
Yep.
Yeah. And
there's
the
loads
La
of
Liga
play-ins as well, isn't there? We
yeah.
saw play-ins and E-Champions League spots given out in the Irish League. The Finnish League, just about 24 hours ago. Again, you can follow all of this over on the FC Pro channels of EA Sports FC. Again, I think you just saw on the screen, 15 minutes we've got into our quarterfinals kickoff here in Cologne. People asking where we are. We're in Cologne, Germany. That is where we are. This is where this tournament's been for the last 2 days. And someone's about to walk past the camera.
He's back.
In 3, 2, 1. What are you doing, Matt?
I tried to not do it, but it just has to be.
Well, Ryan, you've just had a little break. So what we're going to do, me and Brandon are going to leave.
I'm just going to carry the chat.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to a very short break, maybe 5-10 minutes. We're going to get a quick bit of water, stretch his legs, and we'll be back for the quarter-finals. Take the beauty cam, play some music. We'll be back in probably 5-10 minutes' time, and we'll be providing you with all the quarter-final action. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you soon.
But welcome back here once again to Cologne for the Virtual Bundesliga Grand Finals. We're in day 2 of the competition. Of course, myself, Brandon Swift, Richard Buckley and Ryan Pessoa have got our own couch set up here in Cologne, where we have been guiding you through what has been an exciting round of 16, and what is to come is the quarterfinals, gentlemen. We've had what? MoAuba here, Anders had a great chat with us just a few minutes ago. But this is big now, because this is the round where 4 more E-Champions League tickets will be given out.
Yeah, it's a big game, and I think the tension in this arena is just going to ramp up ever so slightly. You can start to see the seats getting filled from behind us as well, more people filing in, and there's going to be a real buzz around this place, because E-Champions League spots will be given out to at least 4 more players. Ryan, feels getting a bit tense.
Yep, the pressure's on. We spoke to Anders just before the break as well. He spoke about how important this round is. He wants to qualify for the E-Champions League. So will Umut, so will Levy Finn, so will all the other players that are in this position to win their games. And the matchups are ridiculous. Johnny against Henning, Rory Feldman against Umut. Two great matchups.
Let's have a look at the bracket.
I mean, we could look at the bracket if we can. If not, we'll preview our 2 individual matchups. I mean, we've got Rory Feldman up against Umut. Dortmund against RB Leipzig. That's going to be our main featured game. We'll be keeping more of an eye on this one, no doubt. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to come out on top of this one. Rory Feldman made a big move playing in the Virtual Bundesliga for the first ever time in his career, signing for Dortmund too. He said it's one of the best virtual leagues he's been able to play in. On the opposite side of things, our other feature matchup of Johnny against Henning. One of these 2 players will be going to the Champions League. Remember that Johnny last year did make the World Championships as well, and he had a really strong season.
Yep, Johnny yet to lose a game as well. 8 wins, 2 draws. He's been formidable.
You can also see kits being selected, but I don't see anyone sat in the chairs.
Yeah, no one's sitting down in the chairs. Then we're jumping into the games.
But all the players are in their seats.
We will get that sorted for you. We promise there are.
Yeah, it's a slight mishap. It's all right. It's okay. We know who's playing.
We know who's playing.
Yeah, Johnny up against Henning. Rory Feldman up against Umut. A big game. Big game. Qualification for the E-Champions League at stake. Loser goes home. Of course, winning grants you more prize money as you progress further on in the Virtual Bundesliga Grand Finals.
I think we'll get those cameras sorted shortly. There you go. Switching on. Slowly but surely, we'll cycle through all the players and get the cameras selected. That is where our first game will be. The next match is just getting ready as well. Your featured game of this round. Rory Feldman against Umut. Just a few final changes in participation and settings.
Do you know how to use a laptop, Ryan? What are you after?
Just confirm.
Chance.
Okay, that's fine.
Frimpong gets back defensively well. Lord Bierman, what camera angle do they use in the match broadcast? Right, and you've been in a match. What camera would you like to use? Is it all personal preference?
Of course, it's personal preference. I think the most common camera angle would be tele-broadcast, I'd say. In previous years, people have used co-op, but I think tele-broadcast would be the go-to.
Do you think if you played against Brandon and you had to use end-to-end?
Hold on a minute.
Big chance for Johnny. He's going to be 1 goal to the good. Yes, he is.
It will always come in. As soon as Fulrock got him behind, he's always going to finish it. If you had to use end-to-end and Brandon could use any camera he wanted, do you think you'd be able to beat him?
Yeah, I do.
No.
I genuinely do. I do, but I think maybe I don't respect Brandon enough. The go-to, you know,
I'd
don't
make
know.
it a terrible game for you. It'd just be so difficult to play against.
Johnny 1-0 up against Henning. The permutations of this game.
So a
huge.
message. Sorry to interrupt you there, Rich. A message about Haller's upgrade. It's already, the game already commenced yesterday, I believe. It was Roy Feldman in that game. He won, so Haller will be getting the upgrade in due course.
Over to this game now. One of these two players will be going to the Champions League. Both have had rich history in this tournament. It was actually a couple of years ago in Sweden for the finals, where these two were actually in the final 8. Roy Feldman.
And he had that notorious game, Rory Feldman. I know Richard will remember it, where he kept possession. I kid you not.
70 minutes.
Yeah, 70 minutes in game. Just kept the ball.
His opponent just didn't press, didn't take the game to him, and Roy was happy to knock the ball around the back and see that clock dwindle down.
Lofted in.
Should be 1-0.
Two legs of action. 6-minute halves. Back to maybe what you're more familiar with if you've missed any of the FC Pro season this year. It was usually what we've played so far, 9-minute halves, one leg.
What a ball. Monash could be through. Little dink in the air, there it is.
Gonna win it, yeah.
Sebastian Haller.
Always going to win it.
And from coming so close down the opposite end for putting Dortmund 1 goal to the good, it's gone the other way. Umit will find the breakthrough.
I think that's the painful thing from Roy Feldman, as you said. Down the other end, he was so close to scoring. Should have scored, or at least hit the target with that header in the box then. And down the other end, the same player for his opponent finds the back of the net. Puts him 1 goal up for Umit.
It's a tough pill to swallow, I've got to say. This is live action here between Henning and Johnny. Corner whipped in.
Win that.
Ooh,
That's a save.
good save. Usually see them going in. Obviously heading all manual this year.
We're going to see from another corner. Front post flick on potentially.
Pay attention to Haller. He's running in now. He's going to win it again.
Going to get another free header. These saves from the keeper, they're just all last minute.
Acrobatic. Third time lucky, I think. Fourth time
He's
lucky.
giving it back. He's giving it straight back. Playing it short this time.
Goossens whips
Keeper.
it in.
Wasn't meant to be.
Zentner.
Should we go back to Umit versus Roy Feldman?
Yeah, producer, take it away. Starting to get a bit of backache now.
You got your little machine there.
Thank you very much.
You got your stream deck.
Umit still leading by 1 goal to 0.
What was it? Did you just press?
You just press the button, Rich.
If I did
Press that one there on the game 1. No, don't click the trios. Don't click that one. No. You've got to click Stinger as well.
Oh, so that.
So that and then Stinger. Have 2.
There's both
Have
games,
2 games.
at the same time. Both 1-0 at the moment. Give you all the action from the
I'll
quarterfinals.
be honest, from here, can't really see the games.
Yeah, get
But
it back
look,
into the game.
I'm happy to keep it this for a split second. Keep it for a bit, I'm happy.
I'll take it, don't you worry.
If you want to change Stinger, right top corner.
I'm looking for game 2. There it is.
You're on it.
Bang, bang. I'm a wizard.
Didn't go that far. Obviously, these two players had very different records here in the Virtual Bundesliga.
Do you have any teams?
Any teams? I'll show them at half time if you want. Do you want to see Rory Feldman's team at half
If we've
time?
got the teams ready, let's have a look at them at half time.
Again, Bundesliga restrictions.
Back post.
Flick on. Oh!
Excellent.
Yeah, they have to get
Surprised we've
down
not
there.
seen more corners straight to the near post. Similar to what we saw in the Serie A, in the Divisa, and even the EPL.
Yeah.
Is that because of the personnel aren't as good in the air? But most of them are aerial plus still.
Yeah, I don't believe that's the reason. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just not been practiced enough. I think usually when you go short straight away from a corner, you haven't really refined your craft in that area. You see with Anders, with Umut, they've all worked their
Easy
corners.
option.
Yeah, it's the easy option. Just quickly lay it short and then try and get the ball to the back post.
Lofted, there's the
Down.
flick on. Big chance from it for a second. It's just so easy when he gets into those areas, isn't it?
You can't stop it.
It makes it look really simple.
It looks very, very simple, as you said, but you can't stop that because the knockdown, the only way you can try to stop it is if you play a lot whilst the ball's in the air and then flick out, whilst I'm talking about the defensive perspective here, flick over to try and cut the lane for the knockdown, but there's not enough time. There's nowhere near enough time to do it.
Just dink the ball in the air, don't you? Next thing you know, a quick flick on. As you saw there, Malmush.
Hello to Marmush. Just like Cole to York.
And as we go into half time, I'll show you Rory
Which
Feldman's
team?
team. I'll show you
Rory
Rory Feldman's team as we play out the additional time of 1 minute. Rory Feldman might get one more chance. No, we won't. That will do us for half time. I will take you to see his team right now. It's the right-hand side. His team. He's gone for Lahm
Okay.
as his icon choice in the team. I mean,
Kingsley Coman as well.
Koeman and Goretzka are his Bayern Munich picks. His hero pick is Lucio. He's gone for Scally in a right back. Goossens, Orban, Header Recchi. I mean, the goalkeeper's always up for a debate. Great season he's had for by Leverkusen.
Hold on a minute. I could be wrong here, but if you could scroll down to the bench there, I don't believe, no team of the year Frimpong on the bench.
No Frimpong in sight at all.
That'll be because he's using 2 players already from that club.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel as always necessary. He's got the Scallywag Scally at right back.
I was waiting for that as soon as I said Scally.
Got me patting him up. Upper left chest. might take a little bit of a break.
Seen too much from Werder Bremen yet. Henning has been unbelievable. I mean, both these two were actually the first 2 players to go 3-0 in the Swiss stages yesterday.
Ooh, I thought that ball over the top was going to be played there. Well won there from Henning again. He's going to build up with Goretzka. Step over, tries to shot cancel. Keeper's gone to the ground, he's got up, made a save. I think he could have scored there without having to do all of the
shot
niceties
cancel.
in the box. Yeah, I think the shot at goal there, it's easy to say that from here, of course, but maybe overplayed it slightly.
Well, actually, these two played yesterday, which is rather interesting. Or I should say, not yesterday. They actually played today, because they both went 3-0 yesterday. They both ended today 3-0, so they're matched in the 3-0 matchup today. Guess what the score was, Rich?
Tell me.
8-4 to Johnny. So a chance to potentially get a bit of revenge for Henning. I know he's 1-0 down at the moment, but there's still a second leg, of course, and a second half. A lot of it still to be played. Rory Feldman for these lines at the back post. Orban.
It's half chances, and even the one there that at the corner, the knockdown, it feels as if he's doing the right things. It's just not falling in the perfect angles for the shot.
He's not getting a little bit of luck.
Yeah, and you need that sometimes when you're you're up against, especially against the likes of Umut.
Ridiculous switch of play.
Big goal.
Looking for that dig. Big goal's gone in. It's in our other feature matchup, and it's actually Henning that's come back into it. We said about him trying to get a bit of revenge for the game earlier in the Swiss rounds. And we haven't seen too much from him. It was just a simple through ball. And he was able to pull away from two of the defenders there. Werder Bremen back in this one. And they were looking to go the full way after their key player, Berkey Lyon, got knocked out in that playoff round. Former Grand Finalist last year. Unable to defend his trophy this time round. As we said, big round this one here at the Virtual Bundesliga, because each Champions League spot and a spot into tomorrow's top 4 is on the line. Kimmich! Oh! Joshua Kimmich!
Wow.
What a strike!
He scored in the week, didn't he, for his club, but it was a very different goal to what he just scored there.
Got to see that again.
We'll give a replay for it as soon as we can, I'm sure. Back to this game now, 65 minutes on the clock. Umit still 2-0 up. He's going to look for a little dink when he gets into this area. Dispossessed in the end. As soon as that other game does on pause, we'll try and give you a replay of that 2-1 lead from Johnny. Huge goal from Kimmich.
It's flown past the keeper like it wasn't even there.
Well, there's that dink. For Rory Feldman, Ryan, he's just not been able to really get going.
Yeah, he's got 20 minutes left to try and even just get a goal back. I mean, he could get a goal back, actually. Mistake from Umut. Very uncharacteristic. It's going to be knocked in.
There's
knocked
the
down
flick
again. Again, it's just...
Toe poke.
I don't know why. Why's he got that animation there?
I don't know. That's...
Corner whipped in. He was just held off there, and unfortunately can't register anything. But he'll feel real hard done by that. That's not fallen his way. That's a lovely strike.
Timed it green, didn't he, on the edge of the box from Kimmich. That game is now back underway. It's just kicked off from the restart. And this is live now for you. 2-1. Johnny leads in SC Paderborn. They were the club champions this year in the other side of the league format to the Virtual Bundesliga. There's a traditional club format. Let's jump across if we can as well. There's been another goal. And finally, it's a way back for Robbie Feldman, who's had quite a frustrating day in this first leg here. We missed the goal. We'll see it again on the replay if we can. It was just Marmush outside the boot. Right place, right time.
Probably what he's deserved.
Yeah,
with the
agreed.
couple of chances that he's had. That was the finish.
The extra
Recycle
pass,
it back to
another extra
Marmush.
pass.
Yeah, good goal.
Deserved though, as you said there, Richard. I think he's been knocking at the door. Couldn't really find an opening until then, but we spoke to Umut earlier. He speaks about being patient, sort of forcing his opponent. He knows there's 6-minute halves. There's less time for you to sort of respond if the clock ticks on. You have to go forward. But now 2-1 is a tricky position to be in.
In between the two legs, so we're not going to have anything to go to. We've only got 2 games taking place at the moment. Got any more trivia?
I didn't expect that to come to me.
Big goal. You can see the reaction behind us. It's Johnny. And here comes Johnny.
That is shocking.
But yeah, I'll have some trivia for you.
3-1. Kane's with the finish. Kane hit the back of the net.
To replay the offside trap. It's poor defending, I'll be honest. I think he's committed, thinking he's going to play for the extra pass. He didn't, and it just left an open chance.
We just had another goal. Let's jump back across. And it's another one for Umit, who is now just gone 3-1 up. Everyone's in the pause at the moment, off the back of the replay.
You can see it here.
This was the moment. Just stopped on it.
It's a crazy finish.
What
that.
a finish.
Squeeze into the near post.
The one thing that you see it, and it's because of the players that they've been given, there's no real skill moves. No elasticos, no reverse elasticos.
It's very rare because you obviously, you've got Kingsley Coleman, who's got 5-star skills. You've got Fuluk, I think that's how you pronounce his name again. Other than that,
Many going on.
Goretzka, but then you don't really use
Different
him in that
versions.
position. Yeah, you've got different versions of the birthday items in game. Yeah, there's not many. Obviously, the attackers, you've got Haller, of course, Marmush, you've
Compared to
got
where we were
Openda.
yesterday in Verona for the Italian league, you were able to use previous icons who had played not necessarily Italian icons. So you were seeing R9, you were seeing Ronaldinho,
Yep.
you were seeing Hullet.
Chaka, yep.
Like there were crazy teams and unbelievable items as well in the final third. I think we've seen a lot more sort of basic, does it an injustice, but basic FC being played. Getting the ball in around the box, taking long shots if you need to, playing for crosses, playing for headers, playing the core fundamentals.
Yeah.
And I think that probably does suit someone like Ummet, who is a perfectionist in that area.
Keepers being weaker as well, because obviously you can't really
More
select.
shots going in.
More shots going in, yeah. Could be a last attack in this first leg. Don't think there's going to be enough time to push forward.
That'll do us for the halfway point in that leg of the game. And also a full-time whistle in the RB Leipzig Rugby matchup as well. That's our grand stage here in Cologne. Probably some of the best sets in terms of player gaming pods you can see on screen there. Halfway through them, I mean, we've got two players slowly pulling away in the games. One leg away from an E-Champions League spot. And for Ummet, I mean, it'll be one win away from a World Championships spot as well, which would be massive for him.
Yeah, really, really close, isn't it? He's edging ever closer. But the two players that they're against, Henning for Johnny and Feldman for Ummet, are both capable of bringing this game back.
100%.
You can see the results there, Ryan. Both games 3-1.
Yeah, I think from what we saw anyway, it seems as if Johnny was happy to just keep possession, especially after getting the third goal in that game. Obviously, Ummet against Roy Feldman. As you mentioned, there's no counting out someone like Feldman. However, from previous experiences and playing against him, obviously we've seen him a lot in the past. He's someone that thrives off being in the lead rather than chasing a game. And I think for Ummet, similar to what he said earlier, if he can keep it 3-1 going into the half-time of the second leg, I feel as if slowly he'll start to pull away and get the fourth, the fifth.
I don't know if you can hear this in the arena. It's silent at the moment. The German commentary that you might have heard in the background has gone quiet while they're in this little bit of a pause now. The players are getting ready. The crowd is silent, waiting for the next matchup. You can get a little, feel like I'm on the stage here. A glimpse of what they could see and what they'll be feeling while they're up there. But you said it's going to be tense before these games started. It really does feel it now.
It's season defining, isn't it, for a lot of these players? You win this, basically you guarantee yourself into the Champions League, which is a standalone tournament. There's no link from that into the World Championships. But you're looking at potentially 3 events. If you do well in that first one, you qualify for the second week, and you're playing 3 weeks of FC in different competitions in London in May. So it's massive. And if you can do enough to get in the World Cup as well, I mean, you're laughing. You've got a lot of tournaments to be played, especially with those DreamHack events coming too.
Trivia?
A little bit trivia. Right. Let's see if this Twitch chat's still awake as well, because
Trivia time.
Here's one
Brandon.
for
Come
you.
on.
Right. You two can't get involved. Well, Richard can't get involved because he's going to know the answer.
Before we go there, get rid, kid. Richard, your jumper is making you blend in with the sofa.
He's a floating head. That's what I said, see?
Trivia.
Right. Trivia. Question is, first answer in the chat wins. Who is the strongest icon on FC24 right now?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
I don't even, how many guesses do I get?
You get one.
No, I can't. Two.
Just give him one.
No, two.
Give me one. I won't confirm if it's right until I get a few answers as well.
Drogba or Vidic? They're one of my
Drogba
two.
or Vidic, you think?
You got to pick one.
Drogba.
Okay. Chat, what are you saying?
What's the chat saying?
I feel like I'm sure he's got... You said strength, right?
Strongest, yeah. So not physical, just the strength.
I could have sworn he's got 99 strength. Maybe I'm making it up.
Ferdinand, Hierro, R9 Team of the Year, Desai.
Do you know what the answer is?
Go on.
Drogba. Correct, mate. 99 strength from him. I think Vidic weren't far off, though, to be fair.
I'm proud of myself for that one, to be honest.
Surprised you came through with it.
Yeah. All right, let's get underway. Second leg between Johnny and Henning.
Good
Of course, if you missed
professionalism.
it.
Goes back into the game.
We saw Johnny winning 3-1 in the first leg. Of course, the same scoreline in our other featured game between Roy Feldman and Roy Feldman losing 3-1.
Hello, little finesse. Oh. Johnny. He's looking dangerous for Paderborn. He looks like he's on his way to an E-Champions League, and he's going to be in fine form for tomorrow. If he can keep playing like this, a Pender on the finesse. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Here's Johnny.
Stop it.
I'll stop doing that.
What a finish. Let's have another look at it. Were that good?
Does he green time this? He doesn't. Wow.
Why are they playing the same players again? So we're playing 2 legs, so we're playing aggregate scorelines. If you see the top left corner there, it says game 1,
Speed
3-1.
boost there. Keeper movement
What a
does
save.
enough. Rebound doesn't fall away for a quick response for Henning. Yeah,
So
there's 2 legs in this format.
add the
as
scores
people say.
together.
Yeah, aggregate score lines. It's not a best of 1 9-minute halves which we've seen in other tournaments.
The centre-back version.
Yeah, it'd be maybe the 2024 version as well.
Brandon just fact-checking his stats.
Paderborn every year put out a talented player. Yeah, they've done well, especially this year as well. They've sort of winning that game against Leipzig as well.
Just got to get a fact check on this one. Yeah, it'd be correct.
We missed a goal in our other game. 10 minutes in, or just before the 10-minute mark anyway, getting the goal to make it 4-1. And Brandon Smith has been exposed by the Twitch chat. There's another
Take that
player.
one off. Take that off.
There's another player with 99 strength.
In case you go to it.
What?
That.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to give away any more trivia stats, do we?
Oh, my God.
So I wasn't clicking. I'm not going to give away any more trivia stats yet.
Shall I fact check even more? Let me just have a quick look.
Are you checking?
Oh, I see, they're the same players. Okay.
Paderborn every year putting out a talented player. I mean, look, that's the great thing
He just
about.
said that. He just said that.
What did he say then?
He said Paderborn putting out a good player.
See, I'm active on the chat. I'm trying to respond to people, Brandon.
What I wanted to say in the same breath was it's great that the Virtual Bundesliga, there's maybe lesser known clubs
Yeah.
in past years, like VfL Bochum and Megabit came through and basically dominated the scene. You can even say that again this year with Timox doing well there, Predator. Doing good runs for them. Fergie plays also in that conversation. People asking about the Roy Feldman game against Umit. That is live now. We'll jump over to it if you want. To give you the lowdown, it's currently 4-1 to Umit, who looks like he's on his way to an E-Champions League again.
Just offside.
23 minutes on the clock. Former world champion has a 3-goal cushion.
Look at the back post.
It's there.
Oh, my goodness. That has to be a goal. Has to be a goal.
Probably asking why he's not headed it. Even still, you expect it to be on target. What are you fact checking?
Some of the 99 strength icons. Big goal.
He's
Johnny.
running away with it. And he is looking like the man to beat in Cologne at the moment. Dominant in the Swiss rounds. Beat Henning 8-4 when they matched up earlier today, just a few hours ago. 1:15 local time in round 4 of Swiss. Great comments coming in, isn't there?
us know what you think as well. To these incredible games. Leading comfortably. Johnny now in a dream position. Paderborn paying the goods right now.
They're running away with it as well, aren't they? 5-1. You have to say the gap for both of these quarterfinals now is just getting slightly too big. Or not. There's a goal back. Let's jump across. It's come from Dortmund and Rowie Feldman. He's pulled another one back there. That'll be 5 goals. It's a 2 on aggregate. Let's have a nice chuckle on.
Tom asked, have Leipzig got 2 people representing them? They don't. They've got 3.
Wow.
Levi Finn, Anders Vergang, and Ummet. Of course, watching Ummet now.
They make up, what, 3 of the final 8, as we've been saying. Unfortunately, only 2 of them are going to make it to the ECL. Big chance, Rowie Feldman.
Rebound.
Oh, bicycle kick. Zentner wins a corner. Off that save. Back post is available. He's just enough. Lucio.
Oh,
What is that?
What is going on?
Did he use his ankle there, or did he head that way?
Back.
I don't know. I think he dived and headed it.
Oh, it did a roly-poly into the ball.
Tell you what, the acrobatics we've seen from Zentner in multiple moments today.
Loves a camera save.
Here we go.
Again.
What's he done
I'm
here?
sure he dive and heads this. He does.
He does.
What is going on?
Brave. Tell you what, though, the last 5 in-game minutes or so, he's just been picking up the pace of the attack. Is he offside? Yes.
Just.
So let's just add the scores up very quickly. That's 5-2, the scoreline right now to Ummet. But if Feldman gets the next goal, makes it 5-3, not too big of a turnaround then needed for the Dortmund player.
Switching from side to side, playing for the last chance. Such a big game, as we said. So much riding on this for their seasons. Goretzka. Tamama, Schweinsteiger. I don't think he's in a fancy shot from there either. Is Frimpong. Dinks it, flicks it.
He makes it look
It's
so simple.
unstoppable, though, the header there, the knockdown. He wins it every single time.
Is that just a little square dink into him?
I think it's an L1 square. So it's just a little lofted dink into the player.
Well, both games are in half-time at the moment. What have we got coming up, I hear you ask, in the remaining quarterfinals? Anders Vergang will be playing. He'll be playing against a teammate.
Tough game, that. He's had to play against both teammates, hasn't he? In the virtual Bundesliga. Play against Ummet yesterday, playing against Levi Finn now, but for an E-Champions League.
Yep. Must-win game for both of the players. See, if you lose, you're eliminated. You win, you get your E-Champions League spot later on in this season. And, of course, through to Championship Sunday tomorrow, you fight for a World Cup spot as well.
Do you want to go full screen on game 2? See some of the in-game changes being made there from Rowie Feldman?
Well, it's just player instructions, really. But for someone at home, Ryan, that doesn't use player instructions, it's a big, big input you need to start using.
Yeah, of course. I think a lot of the pro players and competitive players throughout this year and in previous years, the go-to formation is, for me, is the 4-3-2, and I think a lot of players will say that as well. They use it. You can create overloads with building up with 1 fullback on balance, or in Ummet's case, he plays with 2 going forward, and it defends in a 4-4-2 as well. So it's very structured, both offensively and defensively. Yeah, that's the key this year, Rich, just playing for the knockdowns at the back post. We've seen it in other virtual leagues as well, but it's no different here as well.
Absolutely. A bit of water in my mouth as you asked me that question. But yeah, the knockdowns are essential.
Pretty Pretty sure you just nicked my drink.
Oh, that was my water. That one's yours.
I'm sure you got me a new bottle.
No, I don't think so. Sorry, buddy. I can get you one now if you want.
No, don't worry about it.
Some water?
No, that's fine.
We're back underway. It's
Massive opportunity to switch it there. Oh, fullback didn't fancy it.
Marmoush
has to from it. Big goal. 6 goals to 2. A 4-goal gap comes again, and it's just a big ask, isn't it? 6-minute halves.
Yeah, I feel as if the team press from Roy Feldman has come a bit too early, in my opinion. He left too many spaces for Umut to exploit there.
Can't throw bodies on.
Not like that, especially not against someone like Umut, who will normally capitalise off of the spaces in behind. And for me, I think it's game done. Especially if this was a 9-minute half, I think there's still
potential.
Yeah, 4 goals in one half against Umut, I personally don't see it, especially without at least conceding any more.
Brilliant goal in the other game, by the way. We'll see it go on the replay now from Apenda. 5 goals to 2 on aggregate. Johnny is still in the lead of this game, but look, just completely sent him away.
Beautiful goal.
Apenda pulling away from 2 of the centre-backs there.
Great feet.
Great goal.
Red timed.
Sometimes you need a bit of luck, don't you?
He's trailing 5 goals to 2.
Still a big 3-goal gap, isn't it?
I can see everyone in the chat liking emotes at the moment. So I'm going to ask you, show a bit of your creativity, show a bit of your character, your personality. What is your favourite emote in the chat right now?
Put the game to bed now. Let's see what we get back. Let's see what emotes come back through.
I think if Johnny scores here again, this could be game over. Keeper's going to get there.
Easy pickings in the end. We'll try and get a couple more guests as well on the sofas with us.
Big fan of the FC Pro emotes.
Scally Goretzka, will interchange him. Rowy's trying to keep his season alive.
It's onside.
What a touch that is as well.
Around the goalkeeper.
What
Doesn't
a goal.
need to. Umut. He's on his way.
Those 2 touches are unbelievable. The touch away from the defender and the touch to send it past the centre-back, but not enough on it that the goalkeeper takes him out.
Yep, exactly. So I think Umut, what was the score in this fight? It was 8-1. We saw him earlier on in round of 16. He's now 7-3 up. So he's scored 15 goals so far in almost 2 complete sets of matches.
5 goals in 25 minutes just will not be on the cards, unfortunately, for Rowy Feldman. The Borussia Dortmund, who look like they're going to be falling at this stage of the tournament. What are you giggling at?
Keeping the
Back
ball
to the
there,
goalkeeper. What I'm thinking about doing is, after this game is done, if Johnny does win, we're going to get Johnny up here on the sofa and we're going to ask him about the team that he's built.
Great idea.
Because he would have also just qualified for the
Do I have
Champions League.
to sit next to Johnny? Because he's going to make me
I
look
would love
really
to see
small.
that. I would love to see that. You and Johnny in the same sofa. Just the height difference.
I'm not necessarily small either,
No, we can swap seats if we want.
but that makes you even worse. It's like a foot taller than you.
He's playing headers and volleys in the box. What a turn there from Coleman. Goes a bit too wide.
Johnny's still getting off his feet, celebrating. You can see him there. With the, you would say, killer blow in this game, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel as if there was any sort of comeback, which would have been extremely unlikely anyway, it needed to fall in the way of Henning that goal, and it's falling in the way of Johnny. Back post, so much space in the area, volley. And that makes it 6-2 on aggregate. 20 minutes left to be played. It looks as if Johnny's going to be securing a spot in the E-Champions League later on this season. And of course, a top 4 spot guaranteed into tomorrow.
So much pressure off the shoulders, isn't it? Guaranteeing yourself another LAN event, Ryan, which only a handful of players can get to. You get to go home, job done for today, come back tomorrow, win another game. A very difficult semi-final it's going to be, because you're going to be playing against Umit, who will be after some revenge after Johnny knocked him out last year from the Virtual Bundesliga.
And who will be looking for an FC Pro World Championship spot as well, Umit.
Could be the sweetest revenge, or it could be a terrible.
He's made this knockout bracket look pretty straightforward.
The thing is, when you play this well, sometimes you kind of just wish the day continues, because you can carry on with your flow, but then you have to reset, go again tomorrow, and just try and hope you can pick up on the same form.
PW Umlaut, who might be watching a bit of a delay. Campbell is the strongest.
It's about 6 hours ago.
But I think there's a few players that have snuck through.
It's onside.
This could be 5.
Tries to finesse it around, but Stadora leading by 7-2 is Umit. RB Leipzig will have their first player in the Champions League. They've already got Anders Vergang in the FC Pro World Championships. And they still will be guaranteed to have another player in the ECL.
How would you possibly defend that little L1 square from not even a cross, just a lobbed pass into a player?
I don't think you can do much in those situations. Obviously, if you try and play across, I don't think you have time, because it seems it's very quick and snappy the way Umit's done it. It's obviously something they've worked on. You kind of just have to hope your player can win the
second.
Yeah, the second. Because the first one, I just don't see anyone in this team that can challenge Hilaire in the air. It's tough.
Added time of 1 minute, and that will be, unfortunately, the end of the rope for Rory Feldman in this tournament. First time in the Virtual Bundesliga. It's still a top 8 finish. It won't be much now. Unfortunately, that is the end of the road for him. He won't be off to the FC Pro World Championship finals or involved in the final day tomorrow. Someone that will be, though, will be Umit, as we jump ships over to this one now. 6-2 on aggregate. Johnny still focused in, still locked in. But it's got a 4-goal lead with only 10 in-game minutes left to play. I think we can confirm 2 more Champions League tickets.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately for Feldman, he just go up against Umit. It's a real tough pill to swallow. When MoAuba was sat here earlier and you were talking about not wanting to play certain people, you look at the bracket and think, oh, I've got to play Umit in the quarters to make sure, to continue my season, I've got to play this guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a real tough game. You'd have to play your best, and probably Umit would have had to play off the pace ever so slightly, Ryan.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Rory Feldman, of course. An all-important game. We beat Johnny up against Umit for a World Cup spot tomorrow. That's massive. And also, Johnny still yet to lose a game.
Have a little bit of fun now. Tried to skill his way towards the box. Just a few minutes left plus additional time. And we know it's game over now. Henning does too, unfortunately, the end of the road for him. They matched earlier today, they matched again. Respect between the two players, and in case you missed it, we'll show you the highlights of exactly what happened in this game. Full-time result in our first 2 quarterfinals. 2 big, convincing wins across the 2 legs.
Yeah, massive goal swings again. Something we've seen quite a lot. I mean, we've seen all the best moments here from these games. Some really pretty goals, some quite straightforward goals, shall we say. Ball being played in the air, but there's also some real nice moves. That one right there, it's a good goal. The reverse pass, the Travella. The build-up play is what makes it a beautiful finish. Apenda, look at that. Step over, sells his man. That was Henning getting one back, but it was just too little too late. That might be one of my favourites, that one, to be honest. The full ruck acceleration away from the defender.
And every goal that he scored, he was just getting off his feet and roaring with a handful of people that really supported him. But look, he's done half the job that he came out to do, you could argue. And what's great about these leagues now is that when you get to the quarter-final, semi-final stages, we were saying yesterday in Italy, Richard, you win one game, each Champions League, you win another one, a World Championship spot. You win another game, you're champion here in Germany. So there's a lot on the line in this one. In case you want to see some of the stats from those games, heading into it, that was the lowdown for Johnny, who, as we said, was the most convincing player. Look, he hasn't lost a game. 8 wins, 2 draws across what has been a crazy, crazy Swiss tour for him. I think on paper right now, he looks like the man to beat, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. And if he wants to get a spot into the World Championships, he has to overcome a previous world champion in It's going to be a huge game tomorrow.
2 players who have looked imperious in the bracket play, you've got to say. Just no real danger at any point. They've flown through these games, and it's going to be a real interesting matchup. This game is what's coming up.
Lucas, part of the...
Happened earlier on today, that actually. Sorry. It went to penalties. While we were talking to Anders Vergang, that match, Lucas going through, so he'll be in the quarterfinals. But you might have seen me just move up in the chair. We're hoping that there's going to be someone sat right here for an interview. And
he might be on his way now.
But they're the quarterfinal results as it stands. 6-2, Johnny with the victory, and Umut with a 7-2 win. I keep looking over my shoulder.
As we said, Mark against Lucas will be our next game today. Lucas was part of the FC Pro Open, you have to remember.
Yep.
Maybe didn't have the best group out in there, but would have taken a lot of learnings from it to come into this virtual Bundesliga. And as we said, Anders Vergang against Levi Finn in our quarterfinals here at the virtual Bundesliga. One of those 2 players will be going to an E-Champions League. I think Johnny might be joining us now. A couple of handshakes with friends and family on the way through.
Johnny, that's the wrong way.
Let him have his moment first. Then he's going to come and join us.
If you'd have lost, Ryan, and you've had me and Brandon going, you fancy just coming on the commentary for a bit?
Depends how I've lost, to
If
be
you'd have
honest.
lost heavily,
Then yeah.
You'd
Because
have come
you kind of just...
by the second leg, you're already lost.
you're detached from it. If it's like a last-minute one, you kind of want space on your own.
Here he is, E-Champions League finalist, joining us live now. Can't wait to see this. You sit next to each other.
I've moved up, I've given him a lot of room. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Have a seat. Try and...
It's okay. You know what? I've not done bad there.
Johnny.
Yes.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
E-Champions League, how does it feel? You've achieved one of the tasks for this weekend. You've still got, obviously, a few more to do, but to be in that competition, you must feel relieved.
Yes, I'm very confident for tomorrow, but I play with Umut. It's a very tough game, but yes, I'm very happy because I have the E-Champions League, and tomorrow maybe World Cup.
Well, didn't you play him last year, Umut? You knocked out Umut from the Virtual Bundesliga. Yes. Tomorrow, you're playing for a World Championship spot. I mean, it's a very different game to last year, isn't it? There's a lot more pressure on it.
Yes, of course, but I think I'm very good. And yes, Umut is a world-class player, but it's a 50-50 game. And yes, I'm very confident for tomorrow. And I lost no game, but yeah, I'm very confident.
I've asked all the other players the same question. 6-minute best of 2 or a 9-minute best of 1? What do you prefer?
6-minute best of 2.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. I think it's just, we're used to it. We played over the years. Obviously, this year, 9-minute halves new to the format. I feel as if the concentration, for 9 minutes, MoAuba spoke about it, almost 20 minutes full time, you have to just be concentrating. It's difficult to keep up.
Yes, of course. Also best of 2 is a lot of better because 9 minutes is, in best of 2, the better player wins mostly, but 9 minutes is random.
Yeah.
This is, yes.
The Virtual Bundesliga, the last 2 years, this year and last year, you performed very well in. Does it give you a lot of confidence playing well in this tournament for the rest of the season? Last year, you obviously had the Saudi Arabia Championships, the World Cup. This year, you've got a lot to look forward to, your Champions League, and maybe even further if you continue to the Grand Final. Does it give you confidence playing well here for the rest of the season?
Yes, of course, but Germany, I think it's the best league. So I'm in the top 4, maybe more tomorrow in the top 2. And I'm very confident for the E-Champions League. I'm qualified, and yes, tomorrow I hope so, World Cup.
And what was it like winning the club championship this year? Because obviously RB Leipzig were very strong favourites in that competition. It's safe to say that Umit and Anders weren't the best of pleased in it. It was a crazy final a couple of weeks back now. How was that?
I think we are the underdogs in the game, but in FIFA, the AFC, yes, it's all can happen in a game, and it was a bit of lucky. A chaser against Umut, 2-1. Umut normally win this game, but the luck was of my side, it was our chaser side, and I'm very happy. So tomorrow I hope so double.
What do you think to playing with the Bundesliga items? Because I think we're watching not a lot of skills in the final third. Maybe a few better players would have, maybe a few better icons potentially as well. How is it adjusting to your normal team to this Bundesliga requirements?
Yes, of course. With a 9 on a striker, it's very, very easy to score goals with 5-5. Here, yes, for Openda with 5 skills or 5 weak foot, it's very hard to score with him. But yeah, I think so. It's in other leagues, so Serie A, E-League A, so you have Mbappé, you have Ginola, you have Eno, and here you have Schweinsteiger and Openda.
Do you think you'd have aerial plus if you were in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yes.
We're going to have a bit of fun. Ryan, feel free to ask the question.
Go. I'll let you go.
We're going to look at your team.
Yeah.
And we want you to talk us through it in terms of the... we're going to quickly jump over to the laptop. This team here on the right is the team that Johnny has built for us. I mean, take us through it. I mean, the first question is goalkeeper. Was it always Zentner?
Yes, of course. Everybody plays center because he's very big, and for me, he's the best goalkeeper. But I played before. I played Radetzky, but he's not so good as Sentner. But Sentner is for me the best goalkeeper for the Bundesliga.
What about the choice of not having Lucio in there? You worked with someone else there. What was the thought process?
I think Cola, it's cleaner in the defense, in the tackles. Lucio have many burnouts, and Cola a very clean EFO, and yeah, I think it's the best EFO. Yeah.
Talk to us about Hauer, because he's the one that's scoring all the goals.
Area plus, Area plus is the best playstyle. So you can corner all square, you can use everything, and you score einfach with a header. It's so easy to score goals with him.
And the icon selection, you've not got the biggest deal of icons to choose from. Is it always Schweinsteiger for you?
Yes, of course, because 5 weak foot. I played the long balls on Gosens on my LV, and it's very easy to play long balls with Kimmich and Schweinsteiger because both of them have the long ball trade, and it's very easy to play long balls with them. And
probably the MVP in the team, Frimpong? Does he ever come in the midfield for you, or?
No, because Kimmich and Schweinsteiger have the long ball trade, and when I play, when the left have the ball and he plays on Kimmich or Schweinsteiger, you can a long ball to Gosens, but with Frimpong it's very difficult to play on Gosens because he has not the long ball trade, and yes, Frimpong is the best airfall for me.
Before we let you go and get ready for the big semi-final, watch the other quarterfinals, I've got 2 questions. Who is the best player other than you left in the tournament? Who's your biggest competition?
I think Anders.
Anders?
Anders, yes.
And if you just take the camera back to us on full screen, Brandon, who looks the best? Who's dressed the best out of us 3?
Gosh, we're doing this again.
Who's dressed the best?
So difficult, but I say Brandon.
Oh, he's paid him off, Rich.
Can we?
Right,
this is going to be so pointless. But if you just stand up a second, Johnny.
He's off the camera.
Off the camera.
His elbow is at my shoulder. He's the tallest man in this FC Pro scene. Johnny, congratulations, my friend. You're in the E-Champions League.
Well played, bro.
You'll be back tomorrow for
Good
the
luck for
final
tomorrow.
4 in the Virtual Bundesliga. Thanks for your time, my friend.
Richard just likes losing at it.
I'm surprised you didn't get. I just had a little feeling he's going to give you the vote there.
With a pity vote, you know the ones. Might as well let him have one. He'll have one.
See you soon.
There he is. He's in the final four. He looks dangerous at the moment, doesn't he?
He does.
Probably like one of the best players here in Germany. Hasn't lost a single game here in the Virtual Bundesliga. Look, if we can have a look at our bracket quickly, and we might head to maybe a quick break shortly too. Let's go look at the bracket first and foremost. Let's have a look at the bottom half of the bracket if we can, or the fixtures we've got coming up, because Anders Vergang is still in action. I mean, this is one of the main feature matchups we're going to be looking towards. The two RB Leipzig players going head-to-head. Levi Finn against Anders Vergang. Anders said clearly on this sofa, look, I know he's my teammate, but it doesn't matter who's in my way. I've got any Champions League ticket to play for.
Yeah. Just looking at Levi Finn's results, obviously he's played a various amounts of different opponents. It's not necessarily just up against the level of Anders, but 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. It just shows the level of competition this Virtual Bundesliga has.
Anders hasn't been perfect in this tournament. He's suffered defeat, and I think that's a good thing because he's had his bad games.
I'd argue it's the worst we've seen Anders this year. Yet
it's the confidence. It's the most confident he seems.
But he's still he's that
still
good.
winning.
His floor is higher than a lot of players' ceilings. That's how good he is. When he plays bad, it's still good, and that just shows how good he is.
Let's have a look at this bracket and see what we've got to come up after the break, because we've got 2 matches remaining for today. As you can see, Mark and Lucas in the quarterfinals, big game, and then also Levi Finn and RB Leipzig. Vergang and RB Leipzig, Levi Finn. So, RB Leipzig derby.
Yep.
That's a big one, isn't it? Well, we're going to go to a quick break here from Cologne for the Virtual Bundesliga. A lot of people saying about where we are. We are in Cologne. This event is taking place tomorrow as well. I'm not sure if you can still get tickets, but if you live nearby, I'm sure head to the Virtual Bundesliga website. You can find out a little bit more. We're going to go for a quick break. We're going to go to our beauty cam, which looks over the fantastic arena here in Cologne. We'll be back in a few minutes' time. Anders Vergang against Levi Finn is the blockbuster matchup. Only one of those 2 players will be going to the Champions League. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Welcome back to the Virtual Bundesliga 2024, the VBL Finals. You join us live from the beautiful host city of Cologne, where we've got 2 matches remaining for today. That is where we stand currently in the bracket. Johnny just beat Henning 6-2, and RB Leipzig beating Feldman from Dortmund 7-2. Aiden Oliver _7. When Vergang playing, I can tell you Vergang is right around the corner. He's taking on Levi Finn in an all RB Leipzig derby. And the final game from the quarterfinals that you want to keep your eyes and ears peeled to is Mark versus Lucas. They're the stats so far separating these two.
Yeah, absolutely. As we said, look, both of these two players have had very different records in the bracket so far. I mean, Lucas just got through this game via a penalty shootout in his round of 16, so did very well to find himself in this quarter-final match. Mark LDW, Ryan, you've been screaming how good he's been, in the Swiss rounds.
Yep.
He's been impressive, but he had a really tough game, didn't he, in his last matchup? Just about scraped through, I think, what, 8-7, I think it was in the end?
Yeah, it was a tight game. He was down by a few, then he took the lead again, then went down by a few again, and then reversed the scoreline to advance into the quarterfinals. But it's a must-win game for both of these players. They need to get that win for the qualification to the E-Champions League, which I'm sure all these players will be looking towards.
As we said, Anders Vergang's already got the FC Pro World Championship spot from his FC Pro Open performance. But a win for him here would say, as he said, the E-Champions League would be so impressive for him. But Levi Finn, look at the stats on that. 8 wins, 1 draw, and of course, 1 defeat. His points per game and his win ratio is flawless.
Anders scoring more goals, but also conceding more. Levi Finn better at the back, but not registering more shots or goals on target. However, he has been pretty special, pretty outstanding throughout this tournament so far. Will it continue? We're going to find out. I was actually looking behind me to see if Coach Daniel, who's obviously with RB Leipzig, would be on the stage coaching. I think I saw him going up there onto the stage. With Anders.
Yes, he is. Yeah, behind Anders.
So he's going to be behind Anders. Read into that what you will. But the matches are right around the corner. Let us know in the chat as well.
A little poll, if we can get a poll
Let's do
going.
a poll. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win? Levi Finn or Anders Vergang? It's an all RB Leipzig game. We'll give our predictions.
You could probably argue. I think it's going to be his toughest test yet. I know he's had some really tough games and he has lost a few of them, but I think...
Predictions for us? Gotta say something.
I'll say Levi, you can...
I'm actually going to agree with you, you know.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm Anders.
I'm an Anders fanboy. I think I want him to win, but I think Levy...
Share a couch with him.
Yeah, I think Levy's unbelievable. I think it goes under the radar how good he is. And I just think with the way Anders has been playing this weekend, if he plays anything like that, I think Levy beats him.
I don't know if we can just go on the stage shot quickly, if possible. I've got a feeling that I think Levy Finn is being coached by Antonio Adeo, who was the champion last year. He's not playing in the competition, but I've got a feeling that is him, just sitting next to Levy Finn there on the sort of the right-hand side of the middle pod on the screen there. Look, not playing this year, but yeah, interesting that he's obviously not competing this year after winning with Frankfurt last year. It was a bit of a shock result, it was. Obviously, he did enough to qualify himself for those playoffs. There's a poll live right now. Let us know. 1 for Levy, 2 for Anders in the chat. Let's see how this poll comes out. As we said, our last 2 quarterfinal games here, live from Cologne. Then we're back again tomorrow for our semi-finals and our grand final here from Cologne. 1 player is going to be champion here in Germany, and 2 are going to add themselves on to that 32-player list heading to those all-important FC Pro World Championships.
Something as well we've not really spoke about today, the prize money on the line. Because if you win this tournament, you're taking on 40,000. Second place is 20k. Both of those spots will get FC Pro World Championships.
Yep.
Third, fourth, you win this game, 7.5 thousand plus E-Champions League spots. So a lot on the line, a lot to play for, and we're not wasting any more time. The games are right around the corner. Anders is winning by a landslide with 87% of the vote. And let's see if the fans at home are correct on this occasion. Big game feel. A few settings just been adjusted for Anders and Levy Finn, so we'll kick off in this big matchup here with Lucas and Mark.
Well, it will be FC Hansa Rostock, who has been a bit of a talent factory in the last couple of years in Germany. Kicking from right to left, as we spoke about earlier, Lucas did qualify for the FC Pro Open, one of the 20 players that played across the winter months. It was our first sort of kick-off event for the FC Pro season. Didn't have the best of runs there, but still would have had the experience of playing against one of the best players in the world. Took that form and experience into this competition here where, as we said, he's 1 win away from an E-Champions League date in London for the first stage of the tournament. Here's a Pender. It's Lucio off the line, and it still could be alive. And in the end, it's just cleared away by Schweinsteiger. I think we'll jump games after this attack comes in. Still is alive. Frimpong now playing that central midfield role that we teased alongside Schweinsteiger. Is Lucas going to be able to get a shot away here? Pender will. Great save again. Still keep it alive only for so long. Let's jump across if we can to the all-RB Leipzig game. They've already got 1 player in the E-Champions League, and Umit, in case you just missed it. Umit and Johnny taking the first 2 spots from Germany for the E-Champions League, and it's going to be one of these 2 joining him. I should say it's Levy in possession now from left to right with this chance. Nice step over exit, finds Jensen.
The extra pass, couldn't get through to the player that he was looking for in the box. I think we spoke to MoAuba earlier, and he spoke about how if you want to defeat Anders, you need to put that sort of fear factor in Anders himself. You need to start off well, show him that you have the ability to score goals and defend well. And for Levy, definitely needs to do that.
Tex does ridiculously well there, just offside.
This feels like a real big game. Just wondering, when you look at the aerial threat as well of a couple of those attackers, I think Mamouche, Harler.
Great ball.
Big chance.
Ooh, wow.
The keeper was all the way in the back of the net.
Keeper movement from before the extra pass was even played, and then
Surprised he didn't green it?
to be honest, I'm just surprised it hasn't even hit the target.
You see the keeper in the back of the net, you press the shoot button, you think it should be a
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
Just gives Levy Finn a bit of data though as well. And as he's going to move the keeper early, he's going to be quite aggressive with that mechanic.
Counter attack.
On side of the
He's
screen,
flown out with the lit there at the back.
An ongoing runner there, Jensen. That's at the better of the two players at the moment, has Levi Finn in these areas. Marmouche still building, lofted it into the aerial threats. And Matthias Tillet, as you said, no problems at all for one of those two Bayern Munich picks. As we said, we are playing Bundesliga squad restrictions here at the VBL finals, a maximum of 2 players per club from the Bundesliga first and second division. And we've had a breakthrough. Speak about a team on form at the moment in the real world. They are covering that form over on the virtual pitch as well. It's Sean LDW, Mark LDW, his teammate.
Oh, it's Trivella.
Trivella in from the edge of the box.
Throwback.
Thank you very much indeed.
Still viable. If you don't move the keeper, it's still viable. Just less success rate.
Yep.
Schweinsteiger.
Got an attacking corner for Anders. It's gone straight into Zentner's hands. Don't worry about me, stay on this game.
We won't stand up for too long, but we've always got this one as well, haven't we?
We didn't get to give our prediction as well for this matchup. I think it's rude not to. I know Richard and Brandon, you're going to go for the player that's winning. I actually think Lucas, from the experiences he's had this year, I think surely he'd be favourite on paper just from the FC Pro experience.
I'm going to take Lucas as well.
I reckon Mark. I'll see if you've got one way, I'll go the other.
Let's head back on board with Anders. Just sees attack down the right-hand side.
Let's see where we said he misses Trevella's. I actually do as well. I feel as if it adds the fear factor defending on the edge of the box. So you can't really sit deep, you have to press high up.
Royce Openda, red time finish. Question if it was time green, would it have been a slightly different outcome? It's a corner and doesn't do much with it.
You also probably missed low-driven shots though, Ryan.
This is that for about 6 years now. Oh,
He's in.
Chance to break. Jensen, can he get around the goalkeeper? Yes, he did, but he hit the post.
Did everything right with Jensen. It's a really good opportunity, and again, just not quite getting his look.
that ball,
Anything done wrong there?
perfect run. The only thing you can say that he's done wrong is not green time it.
So it's the difference of amount of animations there. What's wrong?
I can't believe it's not gone in. Chance
Is he on?
again.
No, he's not. Just offside. 40 minutes played here again. Two-legged games.
Tom in the chat saying Anders is lucky right now. Should be 2-0 down. I agree. I feel as if,
As we say, Levy started so much better, hasn't he?
completely. He's been in the ascendancy here. You can see the triggered run as we go over to our other game. Last attack of this half. It's going to be Lucas in on goal.
Goosens all the way from left back.
Oh, I don't think he knew what he wanted to do.
Yeah. In those moments, you have to be decisive. Make your mind up straight away. And
I'll
it's
tell you
tough.
what it was, Ryan. Indecisive.
Exactly that.
I think he should have rainbow flipped the goalkeeper or something. Best chance we've seen so far, though.
Maybe tornado flick.
The El Tornado.
The El
Oh,
Tornado.
That is a throwback. Marmouche.
I sometimes pull out the Balassi flick. Just remember that I can do it.
Only time with 1 minute played. I mean, look, the best chance we've seen from Anders Vergang is that one shot that was time red in his first 45 minutes. Other than that, it really has been all Levi Finn, and we've been saying Levi Finn is going to be that challenge match for him.
Yeah, it's always going to be a tough game playing against any player, let alone your teammate. They've had experiences playing in friendly matches plenty of times, but as you said, Levi, for me, has had 2 clear chances where you'd expect him to score both. But can those chances come back to room? We saw earlier on Roy Feldman against Umut had similar situations in front of goal and was relatively unlucky, and then Umut made him pay.
See Mav the Menace there in the chat. At least with SCN you get pace and defensive stats, if not the height. Not sure if you've typed that in a different conversation.
unfortunately, Essien not been viable.
The El Tornado remind Ryan of his comeback that year during Swiss.
Yeah, good times. It was against a German player as well, to be fair.
Who was it?
I feel bad naming him. Should I feel bad? It's Black Arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago.
It was a good game as well in Amsterdam, wasn't it, against Danusa?
Don't think El Tornadoes were in that one.
No, that wasn't, unfortunately. N'Golo Kante, wasn't it?
Yeah. Robbery.
That's when he was scoring from quite some distance. Just offside. 1-0 still in this one. Mark leading by a goal still off the back of that Trivela. It's the only goal we've seen so far. Which is crazy to say because there are other quarterfinals. We had what, 7-2, 6-2s. Breakaway again. It's another chance for Levy Finn. Is he going to make the most of it this time though?
He's overthinking himself now.
Yeah, it's the triggered runs though from Levy. He's creating a lot of attacks just from triggering. Anders is like responding late to following the runs.
It's been an entertaining chat today, isn't it?
If laughter is the best medicine, this chat is the pharmacy. Alejandro, I've seen a few jokes from you throughout the chat, and that is your top one so far.
Goossens, Anders Vergen. Looking to create potentially a second real chance in a goal. He's not been able to create too much. Little reverse Elastico, still in possession!
Oh.
Very aggressive outside the boot finish that just goes over the bar.
It's lucky, the chance that the fact that it materialized into a shot there, fell back to him. Just a bit too much power.
Yeah, I thought both players should have scored in this game. Now, you say Goossens really well, Brandon. Is there any in-game names that you really enjoy saying?
Goossens now in possession, back post, surely off
Oh
the post!
My goodness.
Any players' names that I really enjoy saying? Can't really say there is a top one.
I went through a spell, obviously I lived in Manchester for a few years. And I got into a habit of saying Messi. And I did it probably for about a year and a half until someone pulled me up on it.
Oh, that's great.
She can't score.
Still, Schweinsteiger, Trivela,
Could have played it,
before.
didn't need the ball roll there. Could have played it directly into the striker. Lucas offside.
Falcons, Mike, that's great to hear, my friends. Just won 6-0 versus legendary AI. I used France versus England
It's better than
in
I
a
could do.
kickoff. That is something I have never done before. Every day improving, you will be the pro that you aspire to be one day, my friends. Anders needs to step it up. Should be losing this game.
He really should be. Hasn't been able to play at all. It's been the most interesting game I think I've watched of Anders Vergen, where he's just not been allowed to have the ball, to do anything.
Levy's done really well at shutting him down. But he's also held possession for like pretty long periods of this game. And I think it's frustrating Anders because when Anders is coming forward, he's just rushing
Everything.
ever so slightly.
Keeping on the far side of your screen, Frimpong might fancy a big diagonal ping there. Dispossessed, Goossens comes away again. But there's only so long as well, which we must talk about, that Anders Vergen cannot be playing at his best. And if you're not taking your chances, Ryan, he's going to come
Big
back
chance.
and going to cause all sorts of problems.
Oh, too much power.
Do you look for a head down?
Across the box, I'm not sure. I need to see. I don't think there was a lot of options. There's quite a few defenders in the box.
You're not on an angle to shoot though either.
Yeah.
Now jumping across the game, still 0-0 in the All RB Leipzig game.
Question for you there, Brandon, in the chat. When's the Champions League? So that's what this match has got huge implications on.
The Champions League, it's all in May. I think it's the 11th and the 12th of May is the first big weekend where you'll see obviously all the players that have qualified through different league partners. Then it gets whittled down to a knockout stage, I think just a week after that, and then back on the 29th of May. Just a few days before the actual Champions League final is when the Champions League final will be played out. Of course, it's a standalone competition with its own prestigious trophy, as we know.
Huge cash opportunity as well.
Absolutely.
We appreciate the kind words, John. He kicked it from over there.
Here's a big chance. Is Levy finally going to get his breakthrough? He's been waiting
Oh,
all the time for.
my
Yes,
God,
he is.
never mind.
Keeper did not come for it.
Never mind.
2 goals in the space of a second. We've had the entire second half where we've had missed chance after missed chance after missed chance. We've just seen 2 goals in both individual matches in the 85th minute onwards. That goal right there.
I thought the keeper. I said
What
the
is the
keeper's got
keeper
it.
doing?
Oh
He's
Lord.
bottled it.
Normally, naturally, the AI would just pick it up. Thank you
Grab
very
it.
much.
Yeah.
And the striker, they wouldn't have a chance. That wasn't the only goal that's gone in.
He's not celebrating because of a big Levy Finn fan. He's celebrating because someone just said, Ryan got news to Arsenal 1-0. This was 2-0 here. Let's have a look at this goal. Again, down the byline, Coleman. It's a great finish from the
2
outside
goals
box.
from outside the box as well.
Oh my
that
goodness.
Hold on.
he's going to have to put in. There's been a goal back. Blinking, you miss it, because Anders Vergang has just found an equaliser.
Straight from kick-off. Anders needed that, to be honest. Against a run of play. I don't think he's
He played poorly first leg.
I don't think he's deserved it by any means. Far from it. But this is the replay. Quick, snappy passing. Not green timed into the top corner. And
It's a good finish.
it's a great finish. Levy will be upset with that, though, for sure. Huge celebrations again. We're going to go into our other game, and it's
Added time. There's been a
goal
goal
in
in
the
added
last
time
minute.
over there. And it's Kingsley Coman that's found a third for Bayer Leverkusen.
Wow. We just see the tap in there. It must have been some nice build-up play to create that opportunity, but the last kick of the game, 2 goals in 6 minutes. Let's have a look at the build-up. It was Goossens out wide into Fulrock.
space opened up.
Mamouche. Nice little player lock fake, created the space in the centre of the box, and look at that celebration as well. He was off on his feet. 3-0 final score. Both games have finished for the first leg. 1-1 between the 2 RB Leipzig players, Levy Finn and Anders Vergang, and 3-0 Mark leading versus Lucas. My prediction is in the bin. So I said Lucas was going to win. I can make a rhyme anytime. Over to you, Pessoa.
I said Mark would win, so apparently I'm completely lying, by the way. I thought he'd pick up on it, he didn't. But yeah.
Well, while we've got a break in play, let's have a little look at Anders Vergang's team that he is using in the Virtual Bundesliga. This is his draft on the right-hand side of the screen. I mean, we can run a poll at the same time of this as well. What icon would you be using if you were playing in this tournament? Obviously, Lothar Matthäus, Lahm, or Schweinsteiger, really sort of the only main options
How many people can we put on the poll?
you are looking at. I think 4, I'm guessing, max. Who's the 4th?
Well, we'll get all 7 in.
All 7 in.
Yeah,
Well, all
right.
7 in. If we could put the 3 in, Lothar Matthäus, Lahm, or Schweinsteiger, who would be the icon you'd be drafting?
1 Matthias, 2 Lahm, 3 Schweinsteiger, in that order. If you want to use Matthias, that is, you put a 1 in the chat. If you want to use Lahm, you put a 2 in the chat. And if you want to use Schweinsteiger, bless you, you put a 3 in the chat. I think there's going to be an official poll as well coming in. So wait for the official poll and to place your votes. But that is the team that
It's only because
is using.
most of the players, as we know in this tournament, have been using
We've got 2
Schweinsteiger.
different ones next to each other as
But we
well.
do, yeah.
Lahm on the left, Matthias on the right.
Matthäus obviously being the only player that Anders Vergang's been using. But this is his draft, as we said. His hero pick is Lucio. I think a lot of people may have just been thinking, whatever Anders is using, let's use that as well.
Or they forgot the options and just set 1.
But yeah, pretty solid draft overall. That's his team complete. If you want to see someone else's drafted team
No,
here in the Virtual
Frimpong.
Bundesliga,
For his opponent in that game as well, quite interestingly. Frimpong I thought would be a guarantee in every game, but Nicholas Rank not using him there, and there's been a few people who's not used Frimpong, Ryan.
Yeah, there's a few, and I honestly don't understand why. I thought he'd be a lock in the squads, of course. I get it in the sense he's small for the back post crosses. He's going to offer no
Best
support.
right back on the game, arguably. Best right back available.
It's just the height. You have to defend the back post crosses. But then again, you could say offensively.
Not many people are even conceding back post, though.
True, it's
conceding
mainly
in
the
the middle of the
centre
box.
backs. Yeah, that's a very good point. But I think, obviously, it depends. But we'll take a look at the highlights from that first round. So he started off with the Trivella, green time from Mark against Lucas. That was the first goal in that game. And this was a chance for Anders against a run of play over the bar against Levi Finn.
And he weren't done there, was he? Because, look, you've got to remember, there's 5 minutes left in this game, and then 2 goals just came from nowhere.
Finish.
That was his second out-the-box goal. This was the equaliser that Anders Vergan got back against Levi Finn after just conceding.
Surprised that's gone in. I'll be honest. This was the final goal in injury time.
You can see the mistake there. I can just see him. He's trying to play. He's using L1 to play.
Pulling players all over the
He's
place.
trying to get to the right centre-back, but it's all over the place. All over the place. And worst time to concede as well, especially just after conceding the second goal. If you can go into the second leg, 2 goals down, you're still in it. 3 goals down, obviously you're still in it, but it's just that extra goal, it goes without saying, it makes it a lot harder though. It's just a mentality shift.
Well, for Anders Vergan, we can all agree here, I don't know what happened in that first leg, but he needs to turn it around. He did very well as well to get out of that at a 1-1 scoreline.
I think if you're Levi Finn, you were annoyed that you've not won that game.
100%.
Because not only have you played well, but you've realised that Anders has played poorly.
And you haven't won.
And you've not got anything out of it. You've got to think now Anders will improve, Anders will play better, and probably get something positive out of this game.
Yeah, someone put into the Twitch chat, none of it just got up right now.
How has he got anything out of it?
How he's got anything out of it, and another one was about Anders' pressing. It's like, irrespective of how bad Anders we think he's been playing, his pressing is always good enough to stop the chances from Levi Finn in that game. And if we're being honest, I just don't think he's deserved much, if not anything at all from that first leg.
Well then, here we go. Last match from day 2 of this virtual Bundesliga. And then tomorrow there'll just be 4 clubs and 4 players left. Battling out to become champion and for those FC Pro World Championship tickets. There's the flick down, back to Openda. Schweinsteiger, Openda, it's 4.
I think with that goal, it probably gives us...
Sean.
Yeah, his teammate.
It gives an opportunity to move on over. 4-0, it's probably going to be game done. Let's go to the main game. Let's go to the highlight match. Let's go to the one with everything still riding on it. It's 1-1 currently between Anders Vergang and Levi Finn. Anders in white from right to left.
Have you got a brown blazer for tomorrow, Rich?
Don't know. Well,
got a bit of time in the morning to go for shopping that blends in with something a bit more.
Chance, Openda. Good tackle. Were you not wearing brown this weekend? Just gone? Last 2 days?
I really wore it today, luckily. I went against the chair colour. 1-1 the scoreline here, as you said. Loser. Out of the tournament, end of their season, unless you're Anders, who has still got that World Championship spot. For Levi Finn, 8 games he's won throughout this tournament so far, really convincing Swiss stage.
Great dribbling.
Goretzka offside, easily on Goretzka.
We'll get an answer elsewhere. I was going to ask Mark LDW, Sean LDW, is there a relation?
I was thinking, I don't think it's not the abbreviation of...
I don't think it's not Leverkusen, is it?
What's going on in the other game? Another goal has gone in. And you can probably guess which way it's gone. Mark leads now by 5 goals to 0 in aggregate. And it's Leon Goretzka making it 5 from that corner there. Right place, right time at the back post.
They're brothers. I don't know if I trust Karen Kidd.
I'm not sure. They might be. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
You think that?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not sure. Lucas can't get it.
Let's jump back across if we can. There's a big chance.
Ooh, massive
Save.
chance.
Right, we've not done this today. We're about to lock in. Big game. Great save at the near post. Zentner forcing the save.
4 hours too late.
Corner whipped in. Going up. Good save once again from Zentner. Third time lucky for the corner.
Angling up the chance in the box. This is Levy Finn still. Patient as ever. Anders really having to dig deep to defend this. Gretsch to Schweinsteiger. Punched it in. Sebastian Haller. A chance to break away again now for Anders Vergang. As we said, only had literally 2 shots in that whole first leg.
It's rushing.
Yeah. So apparently they're cousins. I'm hearing.
Okay.
Just needs to get his foot on the ball a little bit, Anders. The way that he's been going forward, you can just, I think you said he's rushing. He's playing too quick for his own good, almost. But also, Levy Finn's defending really well.
Yeah, this is the least dangerous I've ever seen Anders.
There's no danger whatsoever.
0. And the chances he has got were from bounces back that were very fortunate.
Oh, you sent us back.
I made these excuses there, look. There is a goal back in that game. There is still time. But there's going to be a goal in this one, surely, in a second. Levy Finn!
Wow.
Luckily I did switch back. Sebastian Haller makes it 2 goals to 1, and he's back in front again, and you just can't argue against it. It's been coming.
Great goal. Deserved goal from Levy Finn. It was coming, as you said, Brandon. He's been pressing and probing at the defence of Anders, and it's a matter of time before he gets the goal. It's a simple finish, 2 yards out, tap in. It's nothing short of deserved from Levy, and Anders now needs to lock in. Can he get a quick response from kickoff, Richard?
His E-Champions League opportunity in his spot lies in his own hands. That switch of play poor from Anders to get the restart, giving the ball straight back to Levy Finn and giving him the opportunity to potentially play out for last chance of the half, 6-minute half. She could do that, or he could try and look to go forward. This could be a third.
Jensen
Direct.
cuts it back.
Wow.
3-1. And slowly but surely,
Oh.
the chances of an E-Champions League ticket are falling by the wayside for Anders Vergang. He might still be in the AFC Pro World Championship, but he just simply has not got going in this second leg of the game.
It's almost a repeat of the second goal. The first goal in this game. He's cut through him, he's passed into the area of uncertainty just underneath his own crossbar, and it's all come from Anders.
That's
giving the ball away on the switch.
Just there as well, direct down towards the byline. Anders sort of anticipated a cutback, moved the defender out of the way, and it just gave an easy pass across the goal there for Levy.
Of course, another game. 5-1 still.
A lot of space for Levy.
Mark is leading that one. We're about to stay with this one still to find out if we are heading into half-time. With 3-1 gap, it's a 2-goal cushion. You're going to look for the exact same sort of goal again now. Down the byline again. Is he looking for the cutback?
Little dink across.
He's looking for it. He might get it.
Oh, my goodness.
That should be a goal. Everything to do for Anders Vergang. You just see the scenes here. Frustration. Clearly angry. I think he's angry at his own performance.
Yeah.
So he's not played well at all in this game.
It's been We say below. It's been the worst I've ever seen Anders. I don't know what to put it down to, but
You just see me having a look over my shoulder there. That's a big goal back, actually. What's that now? 5-2.
5-2.
On
3 goals
aggregate.
in the second
We'll
half.
see how it goes. I'm just going to keep on looking over my shoulder because I can see onto the stage from our elevated position here.
Kingery's asking a question. Does this mean we won't see Anders in the E-Champions League? If he
Yes.
doesn't win this game, that answer is yes. This is a game for the qualification in the E-Champions League. Loser is eliminated from the Virtual Bundesliga. Of course,
Just
the
seeing
winner
the
gets the
stats.
spot.
Can we just have a quick look at those stats there on game 2? Because it's quite fascinating.
Oh my
71% possession against Anders.
6 shots to
6
1.
shots. He dominated the game so far. Dominated.
You just don't do that, do you? No one really does that against Anders Vergang, unless you Levy Finn. 6 shots to the 1. He's constantly created, and there has been changes made at the stroke of half-time there. And Anders Vergang looks to turn this second half around.
If anyone can, it is him. However, he's shown us, this is crazy to say, I don't think I've ever said this about him before, he's shown us nothing in the first half.
Can that change now? Defended well by Lucio, wins it back from Pong, who he's pulled across his central midfielder. We are at half-time in the other game. 2-2, 5-2 on aggregate. Still a 3-goal cushion for Bayer Leverkusen's mark in that game. Marmouche.
I thought he was going to play it first time.
And as you can see, a bit more urgency from him.
For all the people who's already made the Champions League, there will be no disrespect whatsoever to Levy Finn. They'll be cheering on him to win this game. Because with Anders not in the Champions League, it boosts everyone else's chance of winning it ever so slightly up.
Penda. That's a great ball. Can he make the most of this one? He red times to finish. He gets a very fortunate bounce back, but still, I'm not even sure that one was red timed.
Back post, maybe.
Doesn't really cross,
No.
does he? That's elastico. Can he get
He was going into a cul-de-sac. There was no space for him.
good pressing though? Great pressing. God, doesn't know enough to keep it in.
Better though, isn't it? Two big blocks there from Lucio. You can see frustration building for him. His time is running out. 31 minutes left.
This is what you get as well with 6-minute halves. You don't get a lot of time.
No.
And if Levy finds a third, you might be even more trouble.
Not like that. I actually think there's probably another goal here for Levy as
Same.
well. He just looks a lot more composed in the final third. Not rushing, taking his time, waiting for that perfect pass or the opportunity to open something up.
No rush at all, is he?
Build up. Back.
I'd love to see a passing count on screen for this. He has had so many
Oh,
passes.
it's
Sebastian
onside.
Haller round the corner, still possession and still so composed.
my
That would have been
gosh.
brilliant.
Deserved the goal, Ryan.
He did it. I thought, did he do a little bit too much? Got around the keeper. I thought he was going to shoot. Maybe it would have been blocked. I don't know. It's a tough one, but 20 minutes. Anders is, for me, Levy's been superb this game. Deservedly in the lead, and Anders needs to respond quickly.
This is his moment now, has to. One more pass, Marco Royce,
Great
what
tackle.
a tackle. He timed
Great
it
tackle.
green. See the lip just chasing back across there to do enough.
I think you can tell as well that he's not really backing himself because the goal he scored in the first leg with Fulrock, he just took the shot.
Yeah.
He could have just taken a shot there. If he greens it across the keeper, maybe gets a rebound, maybe even goes in. But he wanted to solidify it. He wanted to simplify it, get Royce involved, and it just wasn't there.
Another wave of pressure now. Coming the way of Levy Finn. Can he survive another Anders Vergang attack as he has throughout this game so far?
Oh, he tried to. Tried to get it across there.
That's a goal before the 80th minute. Comes a really tense last 10 minutes. Poor touch there from Levy Finn.
Look at the space.
We'll jump back across here where we could potentially see a concluding goal. Now is perfect timing. Mark finds another 6 goals to 2 in aggregate. And I think we can say congratulations to him. A new player qualifying for his first E-Champions League. And he will be in the best 4 tomorrow for a chance to become one of those other new names popping out from the German scene.
Just having a look at, you can see both of the screens there. Changes being made, maybe a couple of new personnel, new players being brought on for both Anders and Levy.
Looking at a 4-2-4 for Anders there, who is throwing everything at it, as you can imagine.
We are getting back underway. Let's go back on that game. It's the main game.
Well, Levy
Oh, he tried to
just gets blocked. See a great POV there of both players. Teammates against each other, unfortunately, in the biggest game of the tournament today. Goretzka, dispossessed still. Matthias off target.
Wow.
It's got to go in.
The
If
thing
that's
is,
your
though,
icon that's not in on target, you're asking a lot.
the thing is, those chances there with it's bouncing back to him a few times. That's the only way he's creating chances.
Yeah. Get
That is
that
it.
fortunate
The
bounce.
extra bounce, like the lucky bounce back. That's it. Could be game over if
He's just thrown so many bodies forward now, hasn't he?
he has to. He has to go all out attack, constant press. Look at the space. Levy Finn.
Still could be there on the edge. Just about defending. Last 7 minutes. He doesn't need to score again. He's got a 2-goal cushion, but if he does, he would certainly solidify the result here.
The thing is, we saw Anders earlier, 116th minute in extra time, losing by 2, and he brought it back. But
He doesn't even look like
he doesn't.
having a shot on target. Never mind scoring.
You never know, but with Levy, the way he's been defending, I can't see how he gets a goal, as you said, let alone 2.
Just a very different player, wasn't it, on the opposite side of the stage. He was very clever here as well. Doesn't need to score again, taking more seconds out of the game to make it mathematically impossible for Anders Vergang to make a top 4 in this tournament, to make the Champions League this year after such a good performance last year in Istanbul. Making it to the final stages. He's not going to be there this year. He might be at the World Final still, but he won't be amongst those best players in Europe at the Champions League. There's a penalty here. It won't mean too much, unfortunately. 7 through an aggregate.
He scored.
Anders just scored. It's 90+1 though.
Nah,
And
it's over.
unfortunately, he will not be the Champions League. He's not happy about it either. It will be his teammate, or I should say teammates, that are going there instead. Levy Finn and Umit.
They are 91 minutes, 16 seconds.
+1 at a time.
And they're only 1 out of a minute,
No way there's enough time. Levy Finn completely deserved it. Completely deserved it.
Full-time result, Levy Finn is off to the Champions League, and Anders Vergang is not. The 2 teammates had to go head-to-head. And I'll tell you now, Levy Finn being coached by the current Virtual Bundesliga champion winner as well. There is just a good feeling in the air that he might be the best player alongside, but you can even argue, I mean, Johnny, if you look at the stats of some of the most deadliest players in this tournament. Last few minutes left in this one now, but it's Bayer Leverkusen, whose season keeps on getting better as well. He's also off to an E-Champions League. And in just a few seconds' time, Richard Buckley, the 4 German tickets will be confirmed.
Yeah, incredible stuff. 2 RB Leipzig players in the top 4. Was it the 2 that we'd have predicted? Maybe not, but Levy Finn has been a player that has been on the periphery for a while.
Yep.
And he was comfortably the better player over 2 legs. Over 24 minutes of FC, he was better. And that is the only thing that you need to know. He deserved the victory. and he will be going into that next round feeling great. He'll be going up against Mark, LDW, thinking, I need to win one game, and I've got an FC Pro World Championship spot. And maybe he didn't even think that it would be Mark that he's facing. You asked him before the tournament started, you'll be playing Mark for a spot at the FC Pro World Championship. I think he'd have taken it. I think Mark would have probably taken it against Levy Finn as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Full-time results there in case you missed it. Anders Vergang out of the tournament here in Germany. He misses out on the Champions League. He will still be at the World Championships. And absolutely devastated, as you can see on the opposite side of your screen as well. Lucas came so close in the FC Pro Open. Unfortunately, didn't do enough to find his ticket that way through to the latter stage of this year. And again, one game away from E-Champions League. One game away from keeping your season going. And you fall short that close, you can understand how much it hurts.
Yeah, absolutely. But you have to give credit to both the winners. Both resounding winners in my completely. I know the scoreline is close on paper between Anders and Levy. 2-1 it will show, but to me that was a one-way traffic.
You see the great scenes there. Johnny, who's already got his spot. Could be a final tomorrow. Yeah. Could be a final. Both on different sides of the bracket. We'll have to wait and see, but there's the confirmation of your quarter-finals here at the VBL Grand Finals. Johnny with a 6-2 victory versus Henning. Umut with a 7-2 victory. It was Mark winning, what is that, 8-2 in the end?
Yep.
8-2. And then 3-2,
yeah.
The scoreline. Levy Finn beating RB Leipzig Vergang. Great set of games today.
Absolutely. 4 players left now. Tomorrow we've got 2 crazy semi-finals, haven't we? If we can see the bracket when it's ready, that'd be amazing. There it is. Johnny against RB Leipzig. It's a rematch from last year's Grand Finals, but more importantly, as we said, these games are so important, not just to guarantee a Grand Final spot tomorrow, but you will get World Championship tickets as well to the FC Pro World Championships, which only 32 players can do this year. So, I mean, tomorrow, 2 great semi-finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe we are going to be joined very shortly by Levy Finn for a quick interview to talk about that game, what's coming up for him, and the guaranteed E-Champions League and potentially an FC Pro World Championship. I want to ask him, were you surprised with how poorly Anders played?
You can say poorly, but then sometimes
what's the secret?
No, but you can say maybe Levy played
Well, Levy played really well.
Yeah, that well that it made Anders look, that he suppressed him completely from start to finish.
But I've never seen Anders.
Same, it was
that happened before.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying
I get you.
It's probably. Well, in my eyes, Anders has played poorly as well as
Levy playing
well.
Combination of both. I hear you. I get that.
29% possession, wasn't it, at one point in that game?
Because even when he loses, typically,
he
plays well.
Yeah.
And he will score goals and he'll create chances. 29% possession, 0 shots. In the second half, I think the only shots he came from rebounds.
Yeah, genuinely.
He never cut him open. He never played through him. So yeah, really intrigued to see if to see what happens tomorrow with Levy Finn. Does he continue that form? If he plays like that, I don't know if I see anyone beating him. Umut maybe.
We could potentially see a Leipzig final,
Yep.
which is unbelievable. Shows how stacked their roster is, even with Anders being eliminated.
You must have played against a teammate before.
Yeah, multiple. When
How is it?
I hated it, but it has to be done. If it's in a competition, you'll play for yourself. It's a 1v1 competition. Practice goes in behind the closed doors, but ultimately you're playing for yourself. So yeah, you just have to get on with it.
We've just heard, unfortunately, that Levy Finn's English isn't up to scratch, so he won't be doing an interview with us.
Yeah,
I'm sure he could have given us a few words.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
We can chat to him tomorrow. We can chat to him
tomorrow. Anyway, let's have a look at the schedule for tomorrow's games if we can, because we are back tomorrow here, live from Cologne. Get yourself down there if you can. Semi-final matches, we said Johnny versus RB Leipzig's Umut. Mark will take on Levy Finn. 2 of those will make the Grand Final. 2 of those will make the FC Pro World Championships. Only 1 will be crowned the Virtual Bundesliga champion here for the 2024 season.
Final thing to say from me as well before you take us out, Brandon. Thank you to everyone watching. It's been a bit more relaxed, been a bit more chilled. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this vibe. It'll be exactly the same tomorrow, so if you didn't like it, get to like it, 'cause it's coming back. We've got the entire night to find more trivia, more quizzes.
We'll have it all.
It's going to be a big day tomorrow. You can see the start time. That's 3:30 Central European Summer Time. I think I've got that right. So 2:30 in the UK. You can work out where it is throughout the rest of the world as well. And you're going to find out by joining us live who wins the VBL 2024.
Absolutely. Ryan Pessoa, Richard Buckley, it's been an absolute pleasure here. And again, thank you to everyone that has been watching us live from Cologne today. It has been a true pleasure to go from all the way from the round of 16 down to our final four. Upset shocks, 4 tickets given out to the E-Champions League. Tomorrow, we'll be finding our spot 16 and 17 in the FC Pro World Championship. So much more to come. Of course, there'll be a few questions as well, testing your Ultimate Team knowledge tomorrow. All coming live from Cologne tomorrow. Sleep well, good night, and we'll see you soon. Tomorrow, it's Grand Finals time. Good night.